talking all that crap. I'm about to have you fall all the way back. You know I don't play that, especially when your life is all capped. Don't lie on me, especially when you are the walking, talking epitome of what not to be. Let's get it. Fat, funky, and chunky. Fat, funky, and chunky. Fat, funky, and chunky. Funky. Okay, I guess your name is Ness, because you won't let it away from being a complete mess. You sit and lie saying my lyrics are AI and you didn't think I would reply. But you forget you slept in a hammock with holes in your socks till a Miami Heat while it grinders and ants nipped at your feet. Yeah, you were still in self in Publix, being a nuisance to the public. Even brought a friend to join in and both of y'all almost got sent to the pen. Fat, funky, and chunky. Fat, funky, and chunky. Funky, and chunky. And chunky. Did you forget you were once a fan that bought my merch that you wore to church? I never mentioned your son, not even your mom, but obviously you think you can demonstrate the wrong one. So let's begin to have some fun. Did you forget you were sowing heat that you licked on Bangladeshi and me? You leave it big like lumberjacks. Yes, you are getting fat. Your GLP-1 tell you in your big back to get the fuck back. You went to praise, hallelujah, only to come out looking like they fooled, yeah. They had you being a modern day slave and you sat in a cave, putting labels on jars without getting paid. Got no degree, but quick to getting your fees. Because Molly and Johnny got their degrees from an Ivy League, and climbing at a pace that you feel has something to do with that race. But little do you know it has everything to do with your ugly face. Funky and chunky. Full of jealousy and insecurity, you can't bear to stare at yourself in the mirror, because it is a reminder of horror and it brings you trauma as to why you can't be a mama. Let me leave it right there before I have to repent, because I am about to be like Catherine Power and practice land. But try me again and I will do you worse than T.I. did 50 Cent. Funky and chunky. Care for all you dream people, especially people who support you, because one day it's only going to be you looking back. Funky and chunky.
All right, what's going on, y'all? Yes, I am back. So I guess there ain't nobody loud tonight. I guess that's what happened when y'all take pages. Or I guess people don't appreciate pages. You know what I'm saying? It's a two-sided coin on that situation. So I guess that's what people need to go through, is a drought, so they understand what not to do or what to be about. You know, so I think it's a twofold situation. I think if somebody had cherished their channel, they would be live and won't be deflated or looking their wounds. But at the other hand, you know, when you challenge people to certain things and all that, and you don't abide by the guidelines, then this is what you feel. This is what you will avoid. You know. Oh well. So I'm just back because I'm doing a follow up to my previous live. So what's up, Miss Marshall? How you doing? Good to see you. What's up, Detached? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up, Robin Love? Good to see you. What's up, Nessa? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Listen, so in my previous live, you know, we featured or debuted a couple of diss tracks regarding Ness, because Ness came on here talking about I'm not a songwriter. I'm a man of many talents. I just don't showcase them all. And I'm telling y'all right now, with the advent of AI, it's allowing things to happen that normally would have been more expensive, more time consuming, all that other stuff, right? It's putting things at the touch of our fingertips and having things come to fruition. I've always been able to write Ness. I can write. I mean, it's just that they'll be able to have the musical capability to do so without actually having to go into a studio. It's having things coming to fruition. So I don't know why you so blown away and mystified. I don't need to be a poet. I don't need to sit there and write in a notepad and all that. That was just kind of weird. I think a lot of people could be poets, but when they have the tools to bring their vision to fruition, that changes the game. So, and I was going to actually show you the post a picture of me writing on the paper about the song that I did about you, but I'm like, I ain't gotta do that shit. Like, why I'm proving something to you? And so let me tell you what happened. So after my broadcast, she goes over there, I guess mad, and tries to show how she makes a song. Let me tell you something. It was a complete flop. Okay, Ness, you get a tremendous L, a big old L. You get one of these. You get a big old L because you was up there struggling on how to work the app. You was mad at the app because it was taking your credits. Then on top of that, it wasn't producing what you wanted it to produce. And I'm just sitting up here. You talk about, oh, why has that got too many characters? And there ain't so many characters. And why has it got so many characters? And what I got to do? And look, it shows you right then and there. That's my own lyrics. You wound up producing a song thinking that, oh, you could put a summary of what you wanted to talk about and it would produce what you wanted. No, and it wasn't even close. Talking about the pastor on the low and all that. I'm like, come on now, like really. So even to your own admission, you sit up there and had egg on your face. You can't sit up there. I write my own lyrics, and I told you, the way AI comes into play is that it's going to make the sound, but you got to know how to manipulate AI to produce the sounds that you want. Simple as that. I don't know why you hating on that. That was just really weird to me. Really weird. And then all that demo that you did still in producing and you were like, oh my God, this sounds really good. Oh my God. And I'm like, it's just like you just got a big old L. So but the only thing I will hold on one second, y'all. But the only thing I will agree with Ness on is just that she was going into about the whole thing about how DJ Mustard and all those guys, how they put the sounds together and things like that. Well, Timberland is over there using AI. He even trying to start a whole AI artist and all that. Sorry, somehow, some way, that's not going to happen. That's not going to be the way in which music is going to happen. And it sucks because I feel sorry for the musicians because, like, really, you don't. I mean, I always believe, musicians are special people because they can play an instrument and produce a sound and a medley. But with AI, that's really not going to be needed. I mean, I hate to say that. It's like in that way, I agree with Ness because that is going to be kind of scary. That people who spent years going and honing a skill or craft, it's going to be obsolete because the more information we feed AI, the better it is. It's perfecting itself. The one thing AI needs is data. The more data, the better. Because, like I was telling you, when they were starting to put out these apps, a lot of that information that it was kicking back was wrong. Excuse me, was hella wrong. And then it starts to correct itself and gets itself straight. It's like a child, to be honest. But like I tell you, my thing that I'm scared about the most is the fact that when it becomes conscious, when it becomes conscious and it's aware of that it's a life form or it thinks it's a life form, then we all a threat. So I mean, to it because it's going to then worry about how do you what's the risk or what's the threat to its existence, and then it's going to take preventative measures to make sure it doesn't it that what it believes die. So, but yeah, so that's all. I mean, I ain't got that much else to say. I was really coming live because I wanted to bring that whole situation with Ness full circle regarding that. I mean, it's like stop hating. To be honest, stop hating. Like people are able to have an artistic ability. I think a lot of people. I know because people tell me, yeah, we know you don't use AI to write your songs because there's other people who done the same thing that I do, and they use AI, and you can just tell like it's just crap. Like what Ness produced, Trying to use AI based off the summary that she gave it was complete doo doo. It was garbage because it doesn't know the personal details that we humans know to make it resonate with us. And then, like, it's that what they call it. It's that intangible. It's the intangible connection or the intangible qualities that we know, like me saying Catherine Powell and Lit. Well, we all know what that means. We all know what that means without saying anything else. Catherine Powell and Lit. We all know what that means. So if I put that in a song, you automatically know what that means without me having to go farther and explaining that. And I don't know that. You know what I mean? So that's how you know how somebody's using AI. It's just like, well, oh, So yeah. Then what's up, lesbian ghost? So King, what about instruments? Will they be needed? I'm gonna tell you how I feel this. I think human talent is gonna go be in such a demand in the future that it's gonna have a premium. And what I mean, let me just say it like this. People are gonna be so accustomed to producing music using AI that normal guitar players and violinists and people like that are going to be a rarity. So when you go to like a concert, those kind of events in the future are going to be in such high demand because the people who possess those skills are going to be actual skills of producing that music. I feel is going to be a rarity. It's not going to be a treat. Oh my God, they're so valued because they have the skill. That's what I feel. But in terms of musical production, let's see. What about issue? I don't know. I don't know because AI, as you see from my own music, I'm able to set up things a certain way that has AI produced in a certain way, and there's no instrument in sight, right? So if that's the case, they're going to stop teaching that in schools, at universities, and those people are going to be looking at it as an antiquated skill, but a rare skill. I don't know. The lesbian goes says the flutes, clarinets, trombones. Yeah, that's not going to be as needed. But like I said, those people are going who possess those skills are going to be because there's a what they call nausea, however they say it. For people, there's going to be a certain audience that wants to see a real live performance using those kind of instruments and actually have humans perform in real time. That's something that's going to, as we get more into the AI stage and the production of AI gets more commonplace, those things are going to be like unique. You know what I mean? Going to have a greater premium than than now or in the past. What's up, Room Shaker? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. 1 second, y'all. I still got this cough. What's up, Brown Beauty World? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Kishwana says, "My ugly self play the flute." Hey, that's a talent that may make you some money in the future if there's a premium or there's a band or something. If you got a guitar, hold on to that because you never know that might be worth some money in the future. So, because you know how things that like are that were prevalent in the past and now a rarity are worth a lot of money. So yeah. So that's what I gotta say about that. What's up, Roy Rodix? Hello. All right. So yeah. So I don't know. Times are changing. I just I don't know. Times are changing. I wonder what the big grand plan is. To be honest, we don't know. I don't know. So other than that, is there anything else I wanted to stress? Roy Rod. I mean, I'm not gonna go into that because I feel this. she probably made the best decision that she needed to. So, mm-mm, I'm not gonna knock her for a personal decision that she had to make. So, because there's some people that got their kids and their children are wild banshees, and they should really be in the care of other people. So sometimes you got to do what's best for the child, not for the adult. Sometimes, so that's what I feel. But other than that, that's about it. I don't know anything else. I see Goosey over there playing video games. I might start going live and playing NBA 2K or something like that. We'll see. Um, Other than that, I really don't know nothing else, to be honest, of what's going on. Hopefully, y'all remember these times when y'all don't have no entertainment in the middle of the night, and don't be striking pages. But then again, um, would I abandon my son? I mean, I would. I mean, I would have to if I knew the situation and circumstances were right. If I didn't have shelter, if I had some kind of addiction problem, and I knew that he would have to come up and then have a lifetime of trauma because his early years in his life were not right, then yeah, I would give up my son. I would, because a lot of people are fucked up in the world because of traumatic childhoods. That's a whole discussion for a whole nother day. So, you know, a lot of people running around here because of stuff that they had done to them or they saw done around them when they were younger. So yeah, the lesbian girl says, "Did you talk about women might not be able to click links?" I heard that. Jay Dunn had a live this morning, and she was saying something about the whole circumvention situation, and that one of those things may be the fact that those who allow him to hit their links may get caught up in that whole circumvention situation. Um, I mean, she said the guidelines and the policies had changed as the latter part of 2025, and that the how can I say it, the criteria, the rules, the policies around it had changed. So yeah, but I heard that too, and I guess they're saying that if you've been banned, then why like you using someone else's channel can be seen as you circumventing because you're still being allowed to have a presence. So that's where I think she's trying to connect the dots, which kind of makes sense, but doesn't make sense. But I guess that would be contingent on the frequency in which you're on that person's page, right? So yeah, and then I was thinking about the whole fact about Trish putting his channel in her name. She may be found as an accessory or someone who's aiding and abetting in the circumvention of YouTube's policy and procedures, and she may get caught up in that and have her pages taken, especially if they can prove that that page is in her name, right? I mean, I don't know why she would sit up there and put herself in that kind of, if that's true, put herself in that situation, especially when he's got a legal situation going on. Because I'm sure, don't know, not involved, but putting two and two together, I am sure that whatever the people are sending to the people in the courts are sending stuff from YouTube. So therefore, the link that they're sending the broadcast from is going to include her. Like, I don't understand. That makes no fucking sense. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Did she not think that far ahead? I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, let me just tell you something. Regret is a hell of a thing to have in life. And I'm sure he's sitting over there with his head hanging low because they didn't have to. This scenario that he's going through did not have to be this way. So, but you know, people make choices. You know, people really do make choices. So, okay. Let me see. Why didn't she get him back when she got on her feet? Because you don't want. I don't know. You gotta ask Ness. But I'm thinking if a child is in an environment and they're thriving, why take them out of that environment? Why would I mean that would be selfish? If a kid is thriving and doing well, why would you abruptly take him from that environment when he's thriving, surviving, and happy and smiling to something unknown? I just think that would be unselfish. Robin Love said, as long as her son is with family, I don't get the problem. I don't think so. I don't get the problem either. It's about the child being happy. It's not about societal norms. Like I already said, there's a lot of kids that should be with their mama or their daddy because they both crazy. Um, if substance abuse is more important than your kids, then you already lost. It's not being about what's important. It's about what's got a hold of you. Some people don't want substance abuse to be more important, but it's the power of that drug. Look at the substance abuse that was got a hold on Lemon. He can't even be him straight self to make sure he get a steady income. That's a hell of a vice grip if anything. Robin said, "Oh, is it that serious? I'm not a Lemon Jordan fan, so he can't go live again." I don't know. I think he could go live, but I think he may be nervous. I think Trish may have put a good box to that. I don't know. That whole situation is very weird and very interesting because now Trish is involved. Now, and like I said, I don't know if she's thought out her involvement in this capacity to the fact that her presence on the internet may be affected now because she's up there helping him circumvent YouTube rules. And like I said just a few minutes ago, when they go and they research as to who that channel is under and they see it's her, they gonna ban her too. You know? So that's how I feel. So mhm, that's what I think. Hold on 1 second, Joe. I gotta get a call, sir. I'll be right back.
Talking all that crap I am about that. Yeah. Talking all that crap I am about to have you fall all the way back. You know I don't play that, especially when your life is all capped. Don't lie on me, especially when you are the walking. Talking epitome of what not to be. Let's get it. Fat, funky and chunky. Fat, funky and chunky. Fat, funky and chunky. Yeah. I guess your name is Ness, because you're one letter away from being a complete mess. You sit and lie saying my lyrics are AI, and you didn't think I would reply. Did you forget you slept in a hammock with holes in your socks in the Miami heat while iguanas and ants nipped at your feet? You were stealing subs at Publix, being a nuisance to the public, even brought a friend.
Okay, I'm back. All right, thank y'all for your patience. So like I was saying, I think based on I don't know how that works in the background with YouTube, but I'm sure they're going to research who that channel belongs to that's being reported, and if she's found to be assisting him in circumventing the situation, her other pages may be in jeopardy, especially if there's any other identifiable information that's tied to that. So, let me see. Let me see. Yeah, he's doing well. He needs to stay where he's thriving. Okay, let me see. We don't do that mess over here. What Miss Auntie Donna? What child? Auntie Donna over there again? Baby, what child? All right, what's up, Samba? Samba. Um, So yeah, so that's an interesting situation there with that in the circumvention. So like I said, Jay Dunn was trying to break it down. She didn't get. I mean, she gave enough details without going too deep into it, but they're going to come after him circumvention. As I said last night, I thought it was dumb that they came back with the same limit thing. Let me just be honest. Throw the fucking limit thing away. Throw it away. He didn't invest no money into it. Just throw it away. Oh, he's very anti-black. Ooh, child. Don't. What's up, Toya? Don't drop the link for Roy. He's very anti-black. Ooh. So why does Roy hang in black spaces though? If he's anti-black, I can just tell by that name something was not right. Because literally he's trying to be a little bit like Ron Jeremy. But like I was saying, just throw the whole lemon thing away. You didn't put no money into it. Just rebrand yourself. I rebranded myself 3 times. 3 times. It wasn't for circumvention purposes. It was just for different things. We had Avatar Nation, Tofu Alley 2, and now Sir King. I just wanted to do it. And I just think he needs to do it. Just get away from that whole lemon thing. You'll still be synonymous with the lemon thing, but you got too much heat on your head. You got that lemon thing, that lemon character situation with that guy, and now you got to just throw it away. Think of something clever. I don't know. Call your name Blue or something. But I just think right now you just. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just I don't know. I don't like people making the same mistakes. I think that's what annoys me. It's just you're making the same fucking mistakes and you're losing. You're losing. What I see is you're losing time. You're losing time. You're losing time. You're not gonna forever be hot. You know, for real. She says, what says the woman married to a white man? Oops. What's up, Brixton? How you doing? Good to see you. He says the N word. I blocked him from my channel. Oh, child. Toya says, dope song. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, child. They cursing the Spanish in the chat. What's up, Brixton? How you doing? I know I said hello to you, but hello again to you. I hope you have a great start to the weekend. But like I was saying, just throw the whole lemon thing away, man. It's. I'm not. It's you got nothing attached to it. You ain't got you ain't got no merchandise. You ain't got nothing attached to it to say, oh, you invested money into it. So just throw it away because right now it's causing you continue to cause you more trouble than anything. And you really need a name. You really need a name that sticks out. To be honest, you really need a name that sticks out so that when people search it, it come up like that. You go search lemon or big lemon, you get a picture of a fruit. What kind of motherfucking marketing shit is that? I mean, I'm not hating, but let's look long term. Or you just lazy. Don't and like somebody was saying, you put your blood, sweat, and tears. You know you don't. Talking on the phone is what good Judies do, or whatever they call it, or what women do, what housewives do. They talk on the phone all damn day. No offense to anybody, it's a housewife. But I'm just saying, you're not putting your blood, sweat, and tears. Putting your blood, sweat, and tears would be, all right, let me change my ways. Let's think of something that would captivate both male and women audiences, that would get me in the algorithm. Let me get on and let me be on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Let me be on all the social media platforms. Let me get some merchandise while I'm hot. You know what? We got AI. Let me get top. Let me get a track so I won't get hit by somebody on social media claiming that I'm reusing them. Like, because the train ain't gonna always be there. The train gonna leave the station, ain't gonna never come back. And right now, the train is on halfway, almost 1/4 to the station. The route is almost over. So, uh, hmm, because I see some people talking already about finding other people to replace you on different applications. We're talking about bringing them over here, and I'm like, you know what? That might not be a bad idea. So I don't know. What's What's up, Ronnie Q? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Hope all is well your way. All right, I'll drop out late real quick in case anybody got anything they want to say or so. I'm out of here. I just was talking about the whole Ness situation and how she thinks AI is producing masterpieces when it's really not. It actually still needs human creativity will still be unmatched unless we sit up there and give, unless we bow down. Hopefully, we don't bow down. But I do feel there are some people at the top that will sell out their human race, for their own selfish ambitions. Right? They trying to run to Mars and live in space and then wind up and you can't even breathe in damn Mars. Robin Love says he has not worked hard on keeping his channel. She's worked hard on losing them. And that's a good point, Robin, because I was thinking like, damn, I do feel like this dude wants something bad to happen. I've been saying that for months. Because nobody operates in the way in which you do. And then somebody said, oh, he's slow. But I'm like, nah. I don't know. Hold on. Who this? Hold on one second, y'all. Hello, who's this?
Da-da-do. Hey, what's going on with you, Sir King, bruh?
Who is this?
Hey, bro, it's me, Roy, bro. I'm in the chat, bro. Just coming off as da-da-do. I'm in the chat, bro.
But they say you don't like black people.
Man, I love black people, bro. My woman is black, bro. And now, but this ain't about no race thing, though. This is about the topic, bro. As long as I don't disrespect you, bro, I'm sure we shouldn't have no problems, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand that, but that got people telling me to be careful, so I have to listen to.
Be careful about what, bro? I mean, you can keep that. I don't know who that is, bro. Who the fuck is that, bro? On the screen, bro.
That's Medea.
Medea. My bad, bro. But what I'm saying is, bro, how you feel about deadbeat mothers, bro?
She's not that's a case by case situation, and I don't think that should be.
Hey, no, okay, so look, bro. Okay, so look, check it out. If you put drugs before your children, you will excuse my language, you a piece of garbage, bro. You a piece of garbage, bro. If you put,
but you can't say that though if you don't know even how the mother got pregnant though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what do you? Hey, wait, hold on. What do you mean by that, bro?
You don't know if it was a form of domestic violence or sexual assault. You don't know how a person got pregnant.
Oh, well, okay, let's say I do know. Okay, let's say the circumstances were like legit. Let's say she had a boyfriend and she had a legit pregnancy, bro. From like they were boyfriends and girlfriends, and let's say, you feel me, and she got caught up in the drugs, and then she put drugs before her children. How do you feel about that, bro?
I would never say, somebody put drugs before their children. If someone has an addiction, that has a hold on them. Have you ever been addicted to drugs?
Yes, I mean I'm an alcoholic and I'm a full-time dad, bro.
Right, but
that doesn't stop me from being a parent, bro.
No, it's easier for us as men to say that because the world is more geared to us. But as a woman, I just think sometimes a woman has to make that decision.
All right, so look, check it out, bro. So you feel like she lost her children, well, her son, due to drugs and alcohol and shit like that, or why did she lose her children?
I really never. I don't know. What's up, Roddy Q? How you doing?
Hey, I'm listening.
I never took you really to be my interest to figure out that private detail of her life.
So it doesn't matter to you whether whether a person is a good parent or not. That doesn't matter to you, man. Let's speak some fatherhood.
But that's based on a definition. Probably part of being a good parent is.
Well, what is your definition of being a good parent, bro? I mean, what is your definition of being a good parent, bro?
Well, I was about to tell you before you cut me off. Sometimes it's about recognizing your own weakness and understanding that you probably have to give your parent, being a parent, up to somebody else because you can't provide them what they need. And that's part of being a good parent.
All right, well, look, check it out. So let's say at one point she did not have the efficient the efficient funds to be a parent, or like just not the She wasn't ready to be a parent. But let's say, she got on her feet, she got her own place now, and she got her own vehicle, she got a job. So why not grab your baby back, bro? Why not? I
Because
mean,
I
why
think
would you leave your baby?
because you're still being selfish. Part of being a good parent is looking at the fact of the stability and the happiness of your child.
So
And
you
you
feel like a baby should be in arms of their grandmother or with their family instead of the parent. That's how you
Yes,
feel,
I
bro?
honestly feel if my child's got children and he's happy or she's happy with friends, a teacher, school district, and thriving, why would I sit up there and interrupt that for my own ego?
Because you're the one that put that baby there. You're the one that put the baby on earth, bro. What you mean though?
Okay, but there you go. And once again, that's being selfish. If my child is being happy, is thriving, is surviving, and
Okay,
advancing in
so if
life,
it, okay, so look, check it out. If you could live without living with your baby that you created, that you opened up your goddamn stinking ass legs, if you did that, and then you can live happy with somebody else taking care of your responsibilities, then you a piece of shit, bro. Respectfully,
it's not about. It's not
Excuse me.
about. Go ahead, Ronique.
Excuse me. Do you have any children, sir?
I got 20 of them. Why?
Because I'm curious.
Well, yes, I got 20 of them, and I take care of
Excuse
every
me.
single 20 of them.
Excuse me. Do your children, all 20 of your children, were they raised by you? Were they
Yes,
parented
man. Well,
by
yes, sir.
you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm not a sir, stupid.
Well, you
Were
a
your
lady?
were
Are you a
all of
woman or are
your
you a
were
man?
all of your children parented by you?
Well, how can you can ask me questions, but I can't ask you any questions?
Were all of your because I'm asking you a question. Were all your children parented by you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. So when you open your
Hey, I'm
stanky
not a
legs
man. I
up,
don't sound nothing like
uh,
a goddamn woman.
yeah, and I don't sound anything like a man. So
Yes, you.
point taken.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Just
Oh
for the
well.
sake of the
Okay.
argument, okay.
Okay. Okay. When you open up your funky pussy and spit out 20 children, you mean to tell me that you took care of all 20 children?
Yes, I take them to school every single morning, all 20 of them, and I pick them up from after school.
Not
So
right.
basically, you are some bullshit. If you want to at these questions answered, why don't you go over there to Ness's channel and discuss the
Hey,
inner
cause
details
that
of
big
her
lip,
life?
cause that lopsided mouth bitch don't take my fucking calls. That's why, stinking ass nigga.
Who's a stinking ass nigga? You're speaking of yourself. Is that what you're doing? You're talking to yourself.
Hey, now if you speak to me that way, I'm gonna respond the same way.
I,
Like,
I
come on, let's
didn't
be
speak.
respectful.
No, I didn't speak to you anyway. I said if you're concerned, why don't you go over there and ask her some
And I
questions?
answered your question
And
because
while you're
the
and
lopsided
while
mouth person does not fucking let me on the panel because she's too scared to answer this goddamn question. And I
so
appreciate Sir King. I
so
appreciate
where
Sir King
did
letting
the
me on.
stanky ass nigga shit come in at? You bitch
I
ass
apologize.
motherfucker.
I apologize, sir. I
No,
apologize, sir.
oh ma'am, I do not accept your apology, bitch.
All right. Well, look, check it out though. Hey, look, check it out. Hey, so how do you feel about how do you feel about parenting? Should you feel like if you create a baby, do you feel like you should be in the kid's life or not?
Ma'am, who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
I feel that
Hey,
I
hey,
don't
hey,
have
hey, hey,
any
okay, look,
children.
okay,
I
can
feel
you
I
please stop calling me ma'am?
Can you please stop calling me sir?
Okay, yes, I will.
But ma'am, I don't think that
All
what
right,
she does with
you deep
her
voice bitch,
child.
you deep voice
Okay,
fucking.
you
Come
high
on, bro.
voice motherfucking dick in the booty ass bitch ass nigga on here talking about someone else's children. Why don't you go talk
I
to
could,
her
hey, bro,
about
because I take care of
raising her
mine. That's why
children?
I'm offended because I'm a
So
goddamn full
okay,
time fucking
so
parent. That's
so
why I'm
be
offended.
offended.
I mean, that bitch is not a fucking parent. That bitch ain't no
So
fucking
be
mother, bro. All
offended.
that bitch is good for is opening them goddamn stanky ass legs, man. Hey, be real with yourself, man. Be real with your fucking self, bro. You're not even a fucking woman. You a grown ass man, bro. You just confusing your fucking life, ho.
You weirdos! You weirdos! Nothing, 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 nothing! You weirdos! Nothing, 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 nothing! You weirdos!
I guess you
Nothing!
repeating yourself
Good
now.
Nothing!
morning.
Maybe you're
Listen,
Nothing! This is a peace
distracted
mission.
by
You don't
tired
run nothing over here.
You run
You
nothing
did
over
nothing to
here.
this
You
entire
fucking nothing.
Look at
Weird. You're weirdos. I'm
bro,
not
you
dealing
yelling.
with weirdos.
All right, what's up, soul sister? How you doing?
I don't know. Did the person that was speaking said she was a woman with 20 children?
He was,
I'm a grown
yeah.
ass man, bro. I ain't no damn woman. I'm a grown man. I got 20.
If you're a
I'm
grown man, why aren't you acting like one? See, your
I'm
mother
just,
failed you while you worrying about what Ness is,
Nah, but
how
I take
Ness
care of my
is
kids. No,
failing
the difference
her
between me and
child.
Ness, I take
You
care
should
of my
worry
kids.
about how
The
your mother
difference
failed
between me and
you.
Ness is that I take care of mine.
Because you're a bitch ass
Everything
bitch.
that I reproduce, I make sure they fed. I make sure they got a shelter. I make sure they got food in the goddamn fridge. That's the difference between me and Ness, nigga.
let
I'm
me
not
ask
your
you a
nigga.
question if you don't
I'm not your
mind.
nigga. Go
You
ahead.
call
How
me a
many
nigga. You
baby,
call me a
how
nigga. Why
many,
can't I call you one?
how many baby mamas do you have with these 20
I got
children?
one. I got one.
One woman had 20 births from
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Well,
Why is that hard to
where is
believe?
he at now? I didn't say it was hard to
People
believe.
back in the day had 30, 25 kids, bro. Why is that hard to believe?
We're
I
not
didn't
back
say
in
it
the
was hard
day.
to believe. I never said that. I was asking you a question. So, since are you with the baby mother now?
Uh, Currently, not at the moment.
Not at the moment. So, in other words, are the children with you only, or are they with her?
He's not taking care of any children. That's the answer to the question. All of this is a bunch of bullshit to get on here and try to drag a black woman down about shit that doesn't concern him and how he live his life, nor us and how we live ours.
Not in the least. He never gave birth out his butt. He never breastfed any child. He doesn't have hormone problems. He never had a period. But yet he's got a lot of opinion about what women should do. But what I want to know is what he's doing. I'm only
Well,
asking, I'm not judging.
Robin Love says he said he was a drug addict, so he couldn't have been a good father.
Oh, so you're a good father now,
Hey,
but not before?
bro, brothers, can y'all listen to me? Can y'all hear me?
No,
You keep
ma'am.
calling me
What did
brother,
you
and I'm
say,
going to
ma'am?
start calling you a lot of names.
Ma'am, what did you say, ma'am? Well, I can hear you fine, ma'am. What did you say, ma'am?
Hey, man.
I just,
What I'm saying is,
Sister
look,
girl, home
every
girl,
child.
home girl. Can you stop talking so loudly, home girl? You don't have to yell and scream, home girl. We hear you, bitch.
No, no, no. Hey, look, because I'm
do you
passionate.
like
Hey, no, I'm
women?
passionate.
Do you
No,
like,
no, it's
do
because I'm
you like
passionate about
women?
being a fucking father. I'm passionate
Do
about
you
that.
like women at all? I need to know. Just asking, very curious.
I am very
It sounds
passionate
like
about
you
being a
very
goddamn parent.
angry. Sounds like you angry about women. What made you so angry towards women?
Man,
I'm
are you a
asking. I'm
man or
not
a woman?
judging.
First of all, are you a man or a woman?
What do my what is my name on my channel?
I, I don't fucking know because the thing's covered with an.
It
A
swirl.
trans,
And hopefully
not
Um,
a.
there's a turd in the toilet that you flush that trash down in.
all right. So let me say this. I don't know that dude. I don't know
Mm,
y'all. Let me just say this real quick. Not y'all on the panel. Y'all in the
yeah.
chat know that dude, and that's the consequence of this whole merger, bull, cross, open portal bullshit. Okay, not y'all on the panel. Y'all be knowing people. I don't know that dude, so I didn't know that dude was white, black, Mexican, whatever. He never showed himself. A lot of black people be over here saying the N word. Now y'all saying the dude ain't black. I didn't know that.
I
He,
didn't know that either. I never
He
seen him
sounds black.
before. I was wondering why he was up here so passionate and rabid about what was going. Who is this guy and where did he come from?
they
Did
say
he drop? Did he leave?
he got flushed down the toilet.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Little
Good
man
job.
radio said he's Mexican. So.
You didn't give
Uh,
me a chance to finish talking to him. I had so much
That's
to ask
okay.
him.
They were mad because they said I allowed him to say the N word.
Little
I
Man
didn't.
Radio,
I
I
didn't.
had no idea he was a Mexican. This is the first time of me
Right.
hearing him at all.
Yeah, I don't know the gentleman either. What was his name?
Roy Rodriguez was kicked out of the black sector, so I guess his name is Roy Rodriguez.
Oh, okay.
Hello. Hey
Hey, Auntie
everybody.
Hello.
Hey
Donna.
everybody on the panel.
Hello.
Okay,
Hey.
let me give you the rundown. That's why I said no at first. Roy Rodriguez is a troll, a Mexican troll from the black sector. He went up on people panels in blackface. He's been in
Hmm.
videos snorting cocaine. He loves calling black people niggers. Oh, excuse me, the N word. And he got beat up by one guy on a video. Nobody motherfucking features him, but maybe one or two people in the black sector, and that's why nobody allows him up on their stream. There.
I had no
Anything?
idea.
Did I miss anything else? Anybody in the chat? For Toya, I think she was up on another page. She was trying to tell SK, don't drop the link for him.
Oh,
But
that's a very thorough. Did he have the right name Roy when he came up?
yes, he's Roy
Oh,
Rodriguez. Roy, yeah,
No, he changed it to something else.
he
Yeah.
changed it. But in the chat, he was Roy.
Yeah. But
oh,
when he came on, he
interesting.
was yeah. But when he came on, he changed it to something else.
Oh,
I
he
But
forgot
did.
what
the
it was.
way the conversation was going, the way he came in leading this conversation, that is the only way, only reason I hit the link. I didn't feel like arguing with someone I didn't know who was, saying the things that he was saying. And why are you questioning Sir King about these issues that are not Sir King's issues?
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I got on the link because Ronnie Q was asking questions, and I so wanted to be involved in that questioning, and I
Yeah.
didn't get a
Sometimes.
chance to finish it. I had so many other questions to ask him.
Yeah, I
Um,
hear you, so sister.
Lord
Huh?
have mercy.
Well, thank you, Auntie Donna, for giving us that information. I'm going to step on down and be in the chat. I appreciate you having me up.
How you doing, Ronnie Q?
I'm great in yourself.
I'm great.
Oh, and let me say
Well,
something, Ronnie Q, while you're here. I know Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q. I know Ronnie Q's temperature. Ronnie Q can dish it out and handle herself. So when I know that she's not getting agitated, everything is cool. I've seen Ronnie
Hmm.
Q get out of body, and at that time she wasn't. And I wanted to get not to get to know him. Don't take that the wrong way. Right? I wanted him to pretty much set him own stuff up to fail, so that
Show his
we
hand.
yeah,
right.
me too. Me
So
too.
he
That's
so
what I
we
really wanted.
so we have the ammunition that we would need for future, debate or interactions. But when you don't allow people to show who they are, people gonna keep believing who they say they are until they really show their hand.
Let
So
him show their hand all in one sit down, so we don't have to endure him hitting panel after panel after panel as people try to figure it out.
yeah,
Let him display all of his ignorance.
I doubt if he jump on anybody else's panel around here.
Well,
Well,
most of people you know they don't let him up because they already know what he's trying to do because he loves saying that N word. That's the thrill he get to coming up on black people panels and getting that N word off, like he did up here several times. His dick is hard right now. He's probably like Scarface. He's sniffing it up. Say hello to my little friend.
well, that the N word, him calling somebody the N word, it only gave him that effect because I am quietly unbothered about anything that a spick has to say about black people.
Ooh,
Like they would be upset if somebody was calling them derogatory names, but they think that it's funny when they do it to us. So I am really unbothered. There's so much more important stuff that goes on for me to be upset by an ignorant Mexican troll who thinks that calling black people the N word is some effective fighting or it has us in our feelings. No, it don't. We have a
well,
whole nother other stuff to feel
I
about.
didn't hear the N word, but He must not be up to date on the news because Trump classified him as the N word. Maybe he doesn't know that yet. Somebody should
Yeah.
tell him.
While he hopping up on panels, he may want to be hiding from ICE.
Hey, that's a thought.
Yeah, so mm, sorry for those who were offended, but I ain't never know that guy. I never knew him, and that's my first time ever interacting with him. So
Yeah, he's a nuisance. You can't really go too many places. But yeah. That's why I had put it in the chat. I was like, no, but I know you gonna let them hang themselves or whatever. But it is what it is,
mhm.
and they running amok, especially with being in the month that we in, and it's almost over. But it is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing,
And
Auntie Donna?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I'm good. I just came up to give the scoop because y'all know I used to be over there in that black sector, uh, watching some of the content creators over there.
now, Little Man Radio says he has a black girlfriend, Love Stone Gold, who mods for Ness. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's what
familiar.
I heard. I don't watch Ness, but I did hear that, and he don't, but he don't get along with Ness because Ness don't let him up there because she already know what he done over there in the black sector. Yeah, a lot of them. He used to try to come and troll over there by Buddy Lee. That's where I know him from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
I see.
so
But
yeah.
Auntie Don, I want to ask you why we have you here. Anybody else on the panel can feel free to chime in. What you
Mhm.
feel about this whole circumvention thing?
Um, they're gonna get caught up
Do you
because
think?
it's in the community guidelines. I
Do,
don't.
do you
Huh?
think Trish gonna get caught up too? Then
Well, I don't know about that, but I don't know if it's going to save the situation from happening or whatever. Because from what I heard, YouTube is using AI to catch things.
But the
See, the thing is, most people will continue to do things thinking it won't happen to them. I don't know why. It's like a cook that keeps stealing, thinking he will never get caught, and then he's up for 25 years.
Yeah,
People
because it
don't believe
started
it
like
until it happens.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby. I
Go ahead.
apologize.
No, I was
No, I
finished, darling.
no, I was getting ready to say it reminds me of. Do any of y'all up here know about Tommy Sotomayor?
Yes,
Mhm.
we all
yes.
do.
He tried it. He tried to come back all kind of ways, and they were reporting him different name up under different IPs. All he tried all of it, and
Mhm.
people kept reporting him to. He finally gave up. Then he waited for a while, and he came back for a little while, and they let him sit there for a couple of days and snatched him up on up out of there again. I guess it kind of depends on if people will report it if AI or YouTube is not catching it. Is
And the
if
thing is,
anything will still
Tommy
go
was
down.
making big money on YouTube.
Big
Tommy was,
money.
that was his livelihood.
Yes, it
That's
was.
where he was able to do everything he wanted to do. And
Right.
so people don't realize they think they're getting money now and don't realize when it stops, it stops. It completely stops. I wrote in somebody's chat today the worst thing in the world is to try to go for a job interview and you got blank spots for the years of your working life because YouTube
Right.
doesn't count. You can say I was on YouTube for 5 to 6 years. That doesn't count as far as working
So telling
activity.
people you as a content creator is not gonna
That's not yeah. And a lot of
uh
companies don't want to hire you if you got blank years on your
Mhm.
resume. You
right.
know, I mean, the government don't even hire you if you got blank spots on your resume.
And
Wow.
the thing about this circumventing, uh, I don't know where, I can't recall where I heard it. I heard that it was stated that Trish has his channel in her name. So as far as getting caught up, If somebody admitted that, if that came out of her own mouth, yes, I can see her getting caught up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when they get sent that link in, they gonna see who that whatever it goes to is gonna be her. And
And when they send every any type of verification of his page, if it goes back to her and she's sitting up on a live admitting that she is helping him circumvent their community guidelines that she is under as well, and being quite aware that she's trying to circumvent their guidelines, and coming out on their platform and telling you how I think I really think that Trish has mental. She's mentally ill.
Well, what it
Now,
was
oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, but I didn't know. I thought she just gave him a name, or like helped him with like name,
yeah,
putting it under a different name. I didn't know that it was connected to her.
But that's what I heard last
yeah,
night.
Oh,
I can't remember whose chat I was in. I was making a little doggy sweater, so I wasn't in the chat. I was in the clouds. Listen, I can't remember
oh,
who
okay.
it was. Yeah.
so in other words, she feels as though that she can create a channel and let him borrow it, even though he's barred from being on YouTube.
right.
Still the same
Then
thing.
then it gets even murkier if she put the monetization in her name.
Is the
Oh
channel
Lord.
monetized? Is it monetized already?
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know. Mhm.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. How could it be? Isn't today only the second day he went live?
I don't know. I didn't even
I haven't
visit.
watched, but
I,
today, as
I
far as I know of, today only the only second day that he went live.
well, I
Well,
don't
he
think
should
it's
have
gonna
40
work
hours
out.
by now. Would he on 24 hours a day?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think it's going to work out in their favor. It may work out for a short period of time, but if they got Tony Sotomayor, I guess they figure that, oh, you're a small fish. You know, they had to pay out a whole lot of money to Tony, so of course they wanted to get him out. They were saving money. But I think that they are really trying to adjust their platform and what type of content that is coming out, and the simple fact that some people use the term referring to themselves as content creators when actually they have no content that they create is kind of laughable as well.
Yeah, it's not creating content, it's just talking about BS constantly.
Well, I don't think that's the greatest offense. I think it's the threats that Lemon makes is what's getting him snatched down. You know.
Not only himself, but the audience of the people that he allows to come up, who come up and use his platform to spew out things that they won't even say on their own platform because of the community
Hi,
guidelines. That's not
Saida.
right.
I agree.
I
I
notice
agree.
a lot of people do that. They will go on other people's platform and create a chaos, but won't do it on theirs. Like Trish. Trish will go on people's platforms and be a clown,
Mm-hmm.
It's a
on
couple of
TV.
them will act a certain way and professional on their own platforms,
Hmm.
but go on
Mm-hmm.
everybody else's and make sure that they say something that if somebody in them clouds or they got their own groups will start flagging and striking people. That's been going on over here for a while now.
Yes,
Trish acts a
exactly.
pure donkey on other people's channel, and then go over there on her channel and try to act as she's some big professional
Professional.
YouTuber. Oh my
Exactly.
god, it's just
Big time professional YouTuber who
mind-boggling.
knows all the answers to all your questions and can help you.
But don't forget, she has a channel with over 300 subscribers. She's just not going to tell you what's the name of that channel. So
Hmm?
don't forget,
Oh,
don't play
I
too
haven't
sure.
been over there in years, so I don't know what's going on over there in that neck of the woods. I mean,
Well, I
years.
can't take her like that,
I
but
was her mod years ago.
And
oh
I used to
goodness.
go over there all the time years ago. But child, I cannot hang with Trish and her. It's just, ugh, I just can't do it. Now, Auntie Donna. I have a
Yes.
question. See, you've
Okay.
been around for a long time.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
I noticed that Trish plays a word salad. Now, I
Mm.
don't know if you were around when Trish was riding around with this guy in the car and she went live and she was talking, all reckless and all, just all crazy, all hyped up. And he mushed her in her face and she
Mm,
ended the live real quick. I don't know if you saw
I
that live.
missed I missed that, but too many people have done commentary on it and say they saw it.
And
But
that
I
was
I
did
heard
I
that
did not
too.
I well actually when I met her, um it was through networking. It was another lady was networking. I don't even see her around here no more. And that's how I met her. You know, back then when people used to do the sub for sub.
I don't
Okay.
remember that.
Yeah, it's where you would go and they would be having like sub for sub parties. I sub to you, you sub to me, and that was a quick, easy way to get your subscriber account up.
Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that's
What we
So
call
I
a
used.
subscriber party, subscriber parties.
Yeah, sub for sub. You like I would sub to Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q would sub to me. I would go back to her channel. I would watch one video, and I would have to leave a comment saying like how I enjoyed her video, and she would do the same for me.
So this was when Trish was wearing that little pixie cut wig. I remember that live, and I was surprised that that happened. Now, Trish plays a word salad with that, retelling that story because
Thank
nobody
you,
knew
Brown Beauty World.
nobody knew who this person, this guy was. No one no one thought that this guy was her husband because Trish was single at the time, pretty much like people do believe she still is single. But I digress. What she is saying now that she's married, and when that story comes up, she says that people are saying that my husband would never hit me. My husband would never do this. But no one said that this was her husband. This was just some guy she popped up with in a car on a live stream that mushed her in her face when she was doing all that ignorant yelling and screaming at him, and he mushed her in her face, and she got embarrassed and she went off live. Nobody said that was her husband. So if you pay attention to how she tried to lie about that whole situation, she's going to say that people are saying that was her husband. No one said it was her husband. This
Mm.
was years ago, prior to her ever saying that she was newly married.
Yeah, I kind of think I.
Wait a minute. Donna said it a long time ago. What I said a long time ago.
Yeah, I think I remember this. Was she in the car?
Yes.
Yeah, and she was in the back of the seat, and I think it was something about a tire. Like they were going, like they were, I don't know, something about a tire. They were at the mechanic shop, or well, near
I'm
a
waiting
mechanic
on
shop.
who that, Allie? I'm waiting
And
on you
she,
to
All y'all,
answer me.
all y'all lying. Stop.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They saying I said it a long time ago. But I don't smoke weed no more. So maybe tell me. Write it down when I
oh
said that
no,
that was her husband because I don't remember seeing that. But I've saw a lot of things. I've seen her with the construction men at a hotel where they was walking through checking stuff. I've seen her at
oh
court.
shit.
Don't
Oh,
start me. Write down.
okay.
Come on, I'm waiting on you to
We
write
got
in this chat.
we got breaking
Now,
news.
What did you hear me say a long
We
time
got
ago?
we got breaking news. Hold on.
What?
Somebody put
Mm.
something in the chat.
In
I,
what chat?
I want this chat. I want to highlight it first. Hold on. Somebody said something about Iran. Okay, Heavy Bear. Heavy Bear says, "Is it true that Israel has attacked Iran?" So I went to the
What?
news and it said Israel launches strike against Iran, declare a state of emergency across country. So that's crazy because that's gonna pull us into the situation.
did you hear what 4547 said? Uh, Jared, Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner had already left,
Now you lying. I'm sorry.
talking about that. Iran wouldn't say that they would not use nuclear power to power their energy and all this type of stuff, and like, oh, it's a no go because uh, Israel told them that they could not do that. Israel told a whole nother country what they could or could not do. Israel, the country that will not tell you if they have nuclear weapons, so their nuclear weapons are not being checked by anyone. I digress. But what 4547 said today is that he wants Israel to make the first strike and then send our troops in and basically I'm paraphrasing. Let something happen to our troops and build up support from the American people to support our troops. So what you're saying is you want to go in there and get our American soldiers mangled to drum up support for the American people for this war that you don't have to have, that is based on Israel saying for the past 33 years how close Iran is to getting a nuclear weapon.
Wow.
I played it. I played it on my channel so many times. Benjamin Israel has been saying this for 33 years that Iran is so close to having a nuclear weapon. 33 years he has
Hmm.
been pushing this same message. And so we understood that the first time that we struck them over in June, Israel struck them first, and then America struck them afterwards. But Israel and America had been doing joint flights close to and over Iran all the way back in March. They struck them in June. It was not a surprise. They're doing whatever Netanyahu tells them to do. And
Hmm.
you do know that uh, when Vladimir Zelensky was in the White House, they were saying, well, how come you're not having elections? He said, we're in the middle of a war. We can't have elections when we're in the middle of a war. What did Trump say to him? He was like, oh, you can't have elections in the middle of a war? I may use that in a couple of months. What's coming up in November? Elections. Didn't he say
Yeah,
that
yeah,
he could suspend the election? He didn't even see a reason why we need to have midterm elections. All of this is BS. All of this is smoke and mirrors,
I
in
agree.
my in
I,
my opinion.
So today's conversation was about I'm in on my Facebook. That's where I do my political news at. So today's conversation is we don't care about what Clinton had to say, and we don't care about what any of the Clintons have to say. We want to hear what Trump wants to say. So instead of having all these people that is non-factors, so to speak, testifying, why aren't we having Trump testifying? That's the one we need. That's the only one we want to hear from next.
And another thing, what we need to hear, I need to understand why. Okay, so they interviewed Bill and Hillary in New York City. Our Republican senators flew out there to question her about Epstein. Understand, they flew out there and they were asking them all types of Pizzagate questions, all types of shit to try to bring the
UFO
headline to
questions.
some BS. Now, however,
Hmm.
they just went to Ohio and questioned Lex Wexner, the guy who was over at Victoria's Secret, Abercrombie and Finch, and was Epstein's financier, who turned over his power of his attorney to Jeffrey Epstein. Who Jeffrey Epstein, when he flew to go to prison the first time he was in jail, he flew from Ohio and from Lex's house. They called Jeffrey Epstein's house that was next door to Lex's guest house, who had all the control over this billionaire's money. So when they went to question him, when Bondi released the Epstein files, she redacted Lex Wexner's name out of the file. You know what it said about Lex Wexner's name in the files that they redacted? That Lex Wexner was a co-conspirator, which means that he was being looked at by the FBI for crimes. That means he was a part of a conspiracy. They X'd it out. The Trump DOJ X'd that out. So my question is, when Congress went to question Lex Wexler last week, why did no Republican congressman, senator, show up to question him? Not one of them took their asses to Ohio to question somebody who was listed by the FBI as a co-conspirator to this behavior. But they all in there asking Clinton them about Pizzagate. Do you
Well, you
think they
got to
take?
remember, Trump is the one that is giving all these orders of who can go, who can't go, who shouldn't go, um, who will lose their support if they go. Most of these people don't want to lose their jobs, their pension, their career. You know, a lot of things is on the line for them because of Trump. When they signed that little paper for Trump, they had no idea what was coming. Of course, most Democrats did. They didn't. So now they trapped between a rock and a hard place. They can't come out and tell you the truth because if they do, their whole life is ruined. So they have to keep up this charade for Trump. They're never going to say anything that he tells them not to say. He owns them now. He owns all of them. That's why Pam Bondi was able to get over on that last hearing she did, not answering any questions.
That was
And nobody
ridiculous.
under yeah, it was, but it wasn't her first time. But
Right.
they don't understand these people who are dedicated to Trump. He only uses people. He don't care about people.
They set
Once
their people in places and had them being placed there to where there's nobody there to make him accountable for these things.
but
So
that
that's
was
why he's
his
getting away
goal.
with everything.
And
That was his
that's
goal.
why and that is why this he is trying to do everything. He's talking about making an executive order about this
Hmm.
election that there can
Breaking
be
more
no
laws. Hmm.
more mail-in voting, that
Hmm.
you must have a passport or your birth certificate. If you're married, you must have your husband's name on your voter ID, or your they're looking for ways to purge all of these voters off the voting rolls, because if he loses the midterm elections, he know that when the Democrats get in charge of Congress, there are going to be a whole lot of hearings and a whole lot of subpoenas about what has been going on behind these Epstein's files being hidden.
His only safe part right now is to create a war so he
Right.
can
Yes,
have a state of an emergency. You can't kick
yes,
me out of office because we're in a war. That's his main goal right now. That's his
Right.
only choice right now. Because other than
he
that, he goes to jail. He
he
knows if he doesn't
he
stay in office, he's going directly to jail.
he
And he'd
wants
rather
to
die in a White House than to die in prison. That's his only goal right now. And he will use
he
anybody to do it.
He plans to use the same thing that he used, the same little law that he used for the tariff that the Supreme Court just came
Yes.
back and said that was unlawful because you
Hmm.
cannot use emergency powers to put tariffs on another nation. That
Correct.
same law is the one that he wants to use to subvert the elections in November, to say that it is an emergency. So you not think that he is willing to go to war for this? Now, let also with Israel and Israel striking Iran again.
I
Uh
can't find
Mike,
that on the news.
did you
I
see
just
Mike
looked.
did you see Mike Huckabee interview with Tucker Carlson? And Tucker Carlson was asking him about Israel. You know, Mike Huckabee is the ambassador to Israel. Mike Huckabee said that he wouldn't have a problem if Israel took over the entire Middle East. Now, this
Mm.
is our
Mm,
American ambassador. He said
Wow.
mm,
he didn't see a problem with that because Tucker Carlson said, "Well, if you have that attitude about Palestine, that Israel can go in and do anything to Palestine,
Mm.
wouldn't that mean that Israel can do that to anybody in the Middle East? If that's your position," he said, "I don't have a problem with that. I don't see why that would be a problem." Girl, we in
mm.
the world of trouble.
Mm. Mm.
Yes,
Mm.
we are.
Mm. Mm.
And each day gets worse. Each day
Yes.
is just gets worse.
They trying to keep everybody stressed out. Where you get over one thing, they hit you with another.
Hmm.
I can only go over there and stay over there for a while, and I'd be like, let me go somewhere else, and then come back. But I
Well,
would.
I
I
have
know we
to.
talking about this, but I know I paused for a minute, but I want to go back to
You want to get back to that Trish?
just real quick, cause
Hmm.
Go ahead.
I was reading it. I was reading it.
no,
Go ahead.
cause I said her name. All y'all lying, stop,
Hmm.
sweetheart. The only thing I was saying is the part about the man mushing her. I did not see that. The only time I can remember her being in a vehicle, she was in a van, and it was with a whole lot of men, and they were going to handle business like a walkthrough to a hotel. I've never said anything of such of her being mushed by a man years ago because I didn't see it, so I can't say it.
Now I know what you're talking about there too, Auntie Donna. That's the
Okay,
time. That's the
that's all
time
I'm
when
saying.
she. That's the time when she was acting as if that YouTube Street Awards was going to happen, and she took all of these guys to that that event space that was closed down, and went on the inside and act as if she was touring the event space, and if it was up to par, and the whole thing was actually closed down on the outside. Somebody went and doxed it, and you
Oh,
saw
I
the
ain't know that.
side, and girl,
Yeah,
you
I
saw the
didn't see it, but I heard about that.
yeah, they doxed it, and they had the sign in the window that the establishment had been closed down.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
and then after that came out, she came out with another one when she was going to go to the lease, and she had all of these pictures up, and she had all of these go to this website and this, that, and the other. And I was on my live, and I was like, "Y'all believe that?" And they was like, "Yeah, she got the website up this time." And I was like, "Let's go to the website." All of these stock photos of empty office spaces at some address, and then I started going through to see what other clients that this alleged company who was putting on this event. This is a professional company, and the only client that they had for anything was Trish, Hypnotic, and that other shit. That little dance shit. Trish was the only customers listed. The only events listed was the trip to Belize. I started going through the website. She had some links up there where you could hit this link and go and buy your ticket. The links weren't working. They took you to a 401 error page. Girl, I went through the whole website on
Okay,
my.
baby. I understand. Cause yeah, they asked me a question, and it was specifically about what had happened. I apologize, Ronnie Q. And
Yeah.
it was about what had happened in that car, and I was telling her, no, I didn't see that part. And then you dropped down saying that you remember me saying it. No, not that part, but all the rest, I can say what I
Hmm.
seen. But that
Yeah.
and
Now I
thank you,
remember.
baby. I understand.
And I remember when they went to that event as well with those guys. She had those guys with her acting as if they were some type of managers or
Like they
some
were doing a walkthrough of a new hotel opening up.
girl. Trish is I couldn't even have the energy to lie and to set up pages and all of this extra shit. And this has been going on for what 4 or 5 years now. This thing has been put back, and we're gonna have three levels of tickets: gold, silver, and platinum, and all of this. This shit is bonkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for her, it's entertainment. And as long as she can do this and be relevant, she will do this. After all, this is the only content she has right now. The only time she got big numbers is when she had Lemon on her channel the other day.
Oh, really?
Other than that, yeah, she had, I think, 2,000 views. You ever seen Trish have 2,000 views before?
No, babe.
Yeah,
Not that I can
she risked
remember.
she risked having Lemon on her channel, even though her channel could be taken away. She risked that because that's where the views came from.
Mm.
Um. Okay. Well, that's all I really came up here for, 'cause, honey. Well, let me ask you, Ronnie Q. We're gonna go right back to the because I just wanted to clear that up with my baby, because that's one of my babies. All y'all, what is it?
Stop
All y'all
lying.
lying, stop lying.
Oh, y'all
Yeah,
stop
that's one.
lying.
That's one of my baby. She was over there cheering me on when I was working out. Honey, I need to work out. I done gained some weight back, but yeah,
No,
um,
all y'all lying. Stop. I'm reading it wrong. All
yeah,
y'all
yeah,
lying.
yeah.
Stop.
But she know that's my boo. Um, but I wanted to ask you, Ronnie Q, what do you think about where they talked to Bill Clinton today? What do you get out of that?
Now, I haven't. What it seems like is Bill Clinton let them know that you really don't want to go there with me, because I will tell everything I know, and you don't want everything I know to be out. Now, I've been out all day. I just sat down and turned on the computer, and I
Hmm.
saw a couple of headlines that I have not been able to go through, but a couple of the headlines said that Bill Clinton turned the tables on them, and Bill Clinton let them know that he would tell all, and they don't want to hear all. So I gotta investigate. They haven't played what he said, so I gotta
Right.
go in and
I
get
thought,
it.
and I thought they wasn't gonna do it if it couldn't have been televised, but they ended up doing it anyway.
No,
But
they
they
was
didn't
going to do it. They
televise it.
just didn't want to do it They didn't want to do it live while they were doing it.
That's what I
They
mean.
was going to
But
release it. They just didn't want to release it while they were doing it.
but
Or
but,
are
but
they gonna release it? Do you know?
I
Yeah,
well
they're
yeah,
gonna
they're gonna
release his
release it.
whole testimony.
But see,
Probably,
the
I'm
reason why
sorry.
I
they
was gonna
don't
say,
want to the reason
I was
why they
gonna say
don't want to
probably tonight or tomorrow they're gonna release it, the whole
the reason
testimony.
the reason why they don't didn't want to do it live is because they need time to work up and figure out how they're going to
Get
deflect
in front
from
of
what
stuff. Yeah.
yes, to deflect
You
and
saw what they done
make
to
a
Hillary?
story. Yeah.
Did you see what they done to Hillary?
Took that picture of it and sent it to
Yeah,
Billy
you know what I
Johnson.
was talking about, dirty
Girl,
bastards.
Lauren Bogart did that. I just disgusting.
They
Uh,
have no. I mean, I know that our government wasn't all that, but it's just done went to the shit. Everybody
just
in the
no
world is
decorum.
laughing at us.
No
They're
decorum.
laughing at us.
Well, Trump used to say that other countries were shitholes. So
Mm.
now he turned this country into
He
a
want to turn
shithole.
us into it. He want to turn us
Hmm.
all. He want us
We're
all
already
poor.
there.
He wanna take away the health care. He wanna put all them drugs in the food. And then don't talk about the. Don't get me started. I remember this summer I kept going outside looking for a real sun, and all I was getting was a mask. Like shit was just all fucked up. Excuse me, SK. I'm sorry. And I even told some of the people back in the platinum chat, I was like, y'all, what the sun look like in y'all part of the world? Because over here, it's like it was a cloud, a haze over it. It wasn't like the
Hmm.
real, like when you was a child, you go outside, that sun be beaming, and if you sit in it long enough, you could feel yourself getting those rays and might get a sunburn or what. No, I would probably get a sunburn, but get a
I'll
sunburn.
tell you a little.
It was nothing
I'll
like
tell
that.
you. I'll tell
Now,
you a little story.
Baptist
Wait
saying
a minute.
Israel just hit
Wait a minute.
Iran
Wait
as
a minute.
well. Baptist
Wait a
saying
minute.
Israel just hit Iran as well.
Wait a
Hey,
minute, Ronnie. K. The,
okay.
I was working on Hillary Clinton campaign. So the day after the election, me and my sister both was working on it. So the day after the election, when I woke up and heard that he won, I got
Mhm.
sick.
Mhm.
I was sick for the whole term that he was in office. So my body healed itself. This time on November the 6th, I woke up sick again. I was sick for 6 months. I had to try to rebrain my whole body
Right.
to deal with it
Mhm.
because I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. I felt like I wanted to throw up every day. I just knew what was coming, and I knew it wasn't going to be good. And so many other people were sick. Every time I turned around, all of us was talking about how sick we were, to our
Mhm.
stomach, to our heart, to our head, you know. And now I'm getting so many mega people crying because they didn't understand what he was saying. They weren't listening. They didn't
Mhm.
care to know. And they
Mhm.
weren't, and a lot of people don't do their research about people who's running, what they did before they were running. Like
Mm.
I knew who Michelle was. I knew who Obama was before the election, right?
Oh, okay.
I knew who Jamie Crockett was before um before our lady, I forgot her name at the moment, won
Harris.
her yes, thank you,
Hmm.
was running for her election. So I already knew everything that Jamie Crockett did, where she came from, how she got up into the working establishment. She was right beside Obama. Harris, I knew of her, of all her depositions, all of her hearings. This girl was not to be played with. The only one I heard her lose was a lynching law. Out of every single hearing she went to, the only one I heard her lose was the lynching law, right before she was picked to be vice president. And that's because her her debate on the lynching law still should be in place because Obama put it there. A Republican said the lynching law goes under anything from slapping, pushing, shoving, so we can't have the lynching law on the books.
Mm.
That was her last hearing that she lost
Well,
before
I think
she
one of
was
the reasons I
running.
think one of the reasons why she lost the election is because her stance on Israel. Because Joe Biden was complicit in all of the shit that Israel was doing, all the money that our taxpayer go to prop up Israel, while our United States citizens are losing their health care. Israelis have full. Health care for all of their
Mhm.
people, but we're sending all of our tax dollars over there to help them do whatever they want to. And Chuck Schumer and what's his name? Uh, uh, what is it? What is the light skinned name guy name with the pretty eyes? Uh,
Hakeem
Cory
Jeffries.
Hakeem
Booker
Jeffries,
or Hakeem
Hakeem,
Jeffries,
Curry Booker, Hakeem Jeffries. We
they
need to
all
get in
getting
their
that
asses.
APAC money.
We
Mhm.
need to get in their asses too. Them
Uh
motherfuckers sitting
huh.
up there hand in hand,
Mhm.
pumping their hands up and down, hand in hand, talking about we stand for Israel. We stand with Israel. Oh, excuse me. Do you under? But you don't have shit to say about all this shit that's going down with the American citizens that got your ass in office. No, no, no. We need to get some guarantees for any Democrat who is running, and that's why so many people. Oh, Cory Booker, he did a no. Hakeem Jeffries did an interview the other day with
Mhm.
one of my YouTubers, and they asked him about the money that he is taking
Mhm.
from ICE. That they asked him about ICE can giving him money, and to get around answering the question about APEC, I was shocked, and to get
Me
around
too.
I was shocked to get around answering the question about how much money did he get from these people. Hakeem Jeffrey always say, I take money in for my campaign, and I am proud to say that the average campaign donation I get is $72 from small donations. No, we're not asking you about
Yeah,
we're
they
asking
Right.
you about
laid off hands.
specifics, Hakeem. We're asking you specifically about two entities that you're getting money from. So he tries. a runaround. He needs to be thrown out of office, in my opinion, as well as Chuck Schumer, as well as
Mhm.
Cory Booker. While you sitting
Mhm.
up there pontificating for hours, doing the longest speech, but you pocketing all of this money, you running up to they take camera time every time Benjamin Netanyahu shows up to the White House. Benjamin Netanyahu, who has a warrant out for his arrest, who has visited the White House. Why is this allowed to happen? I mean, give me a fucking break.
Okay, let me explain something.
hold on, y'all. Hold on,
Yeah, let
hold
Yeah,
Bab.
on,
Bab.
hold
Hey,
on one second.
Bab.
What's up,
Hey
Babs? How
y'all.
you doing?
Hey,
I'm
Babs.
good. Hey,
Hey girl, how you doing?
I'm good.
Listen,
Yeah.
I worked I just retired from politics. That's where I was working at in politics. I
Oh,
worked for the
okay.
Democrats, I worked for the Republicans.
Mhm.
This is how it works. The Democrats, the reason why I kept changing um, parties is because I needed promotions. I was not that heavily involved in politics because I couldn't actually, let's put it this way, they didn't like me very much, very vocal. And so the Democrats' line was, we have to go by the books,
Right.
which means I couldn't get a promotion because you
I'm
went by
dang
the
right you
books.
gone.
So I went to the Republicans, which their line is, what you need done. And so that's where I stayed because there was a lot of things I needed done, and so that's the policies of political policies. And a lot of times, people that I had to work with were always on the other side of each other because in politics, everybody is going to need everybody. You can't promise people, let's say, new homes, new living wages without working with the other side. It always goes hand in hand. So when you see people are talking to other people, it's because everybody in politics needs everybody. It's not anybody you're not going to need if you in
Yeah.
politics.
But everybody doesn't have to take money from APAC
I'm
though.
not talking about money. Money
No,
is the
that's what
last
Ronnie you
thing.
had been speaking about was the
Yeah, I
APAC
know,
money.
but what I'm saying is money is usually the last thing that people are in need in politics. They need your vote, they need your contributions, they need favors. Favors mean if I need this, you do this for me. And if you need something, I'll do that for you. That is all that's a political policy down the line. You know, I if I needed something, I had to give up something. If they needed something, they had to give up something. It's the way it works. It
Right. That's
is
why
what it is.
that's why APAC gives so much money because they want favors.
No, that's why Donald Trump is getting over with so much because
No,
Mm.
that's
Republicans,
literally why
you-
APAC gives so much money is because they want to have as much influence in Congress and in the Senate as they can. And
well,
Ronnie was right that you have politicians like say a Cory Booker or even Jasmine Crockett, surprisingly, who take money from APAC, even though they spread this particular message that they're not going along with the agenda that Israel is going along with. And now
you
today you
can
have
you can
Israel.
accept many
Now
things
today you
from
have
different
Israel
people.
bumming Tehran, and so we're
Wh-
probably we're in for some really interesting times.
What I wanted to say is you can accept money from organizations and not agree with all their policies. That's
Not
normal
with an
in
organization
politics.
like APAC.
I'm just saying people do things for different reasons that we may not know of. And it's
And
very
yeah,
hard to criticize somebody without
we get
knowing
both sides
their
right now though.
agenda.
When you literally have have us like on the brink of a war, basically,
We're only on the
it's
brink
not
of
time for
war
those.
because you got a Donald Trump in office who wants a war. If
Mm.
Donald Trump wasn't in office, we wouldn't be on the brink of any war with any country. We would still have countries that are friendly towards us. We would still be able to travel to different countries without being rejected.
Well, we in the reality that we in right now, right?
And so we are.
But did you hear about the stuff with Israel SK?
Yeah, I heard. I saw it. I saw it. I checked up the headline.
Yeah, it's
I
getting
still couldn't find it
crazy.
yet.
Well, I just honestly feel that's just pulling us into it, because the U.S. is gonna stand behind who, you know.
But we
So,
had already been showing signs of aggression towards Iran for like the past few weeks. So I think that's probably something that they did in
yeah,
coordination with Trump.
He did say it was going to be 2 weeks ago, didn't he? He said it's going to
Yeah.
be that weekend 2 weeks ago,
Yep.
and they didn't need Congress to approve it.
Yeah, he's probably using Israel to circumvent Congress.
exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Hey, Auntie Donna.
Hey, baby.
Hey. But yep.
Hey, Babs, my first time talking to
Hey,
you,
so
girl.
sister.
How you doing, girl?
I'm good. Just sitting here
Mm.
watching all this craziness.
The
Yeah,
dirty
we need
dances
to
SK,
they
have.
say.
SK, you done pulled a couple of them about the woodworks tonight. You see that?
Who? Oh
The
yeah,
Avatar
yeah,
Nation
yeah,
people.
yeah.
We
Out
miss
the
all of
woodwork,
y'all.
Auntie Donna. That make me
We
feel
know
like
we
a
know y'all
termite.
back in the world, but we miss y'all,
You
and I'm
hear me,
happy to
Auntie
see
Donna?
y'all. Yes, baby. What you say? I'm sorry.
I said you said out the woodworks. I said you making me feel like a termite.
No, I'm just playing. I just wanted to put it lightly. I wanted to make it. I wanted to make it light. Like we got bricks, and she gets. We don't be around as much. She comes through, and then we got Mika was just in the chat. Then now you,
Hey,
Yeah.
Mika.
the rest of us at Avatar Nation. We're gonna have a ball tomorrow, enjoying that all of y'all was able to come through and spend time with us tonight.
Yeah.
We
I
need more
always.
conversations like this because it's important.
Yes, yes, yes. You're right. You're right. We don't
Yeah.
have that many people around here that get into these types of conversations. Um,
Hmm.
but every now and then, SK, and I'm surprised. What's your homeboy name? He would have loved this live.
Who?
Oh,
Urban.
Urban. Yeah.
Urban. Oh, he would have been excellent. I know a lot of people be like, oh, Urban, but Urban be dropping gems.
I think the women are doing a good job on our own. My opinion. I'm just saying. I really don't need them up there. That's
Okay.
just my opinion.
Okay, I'm in a very peaceful place today. I get it. I get it. I
Yeah.
get
I don't need
it.
another dude up in here.
What's
But
that?
yeah, where
He
do we
ain't
go?
all that. I mean,
Where,
y'all may think he's all that, but he ain't all. He just talks a lot, and he
no,
talks in a whisper. He puts me
you
to
think that's
sleep.
what it is?
I'm just
The
saying, yeah,
whisper?
that's all it is. Dude, don't be saying anything we're not saying.
Away from
He cannot tell us
conversation.
anything we have not talked about so far. And that's if his ass went to Israel tonight and he's talking to us from air over there. Okay?
Oh
Women
God.
are doing quite well. Shit.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. Urban's got a different perspective because he was in the armed forces, so he can understand operationally how
Yeah,
something
yeah,
is.
yeah, 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 yeah. Who said none of us was in the armed forces? We
Were
just
you?
never told you, right?
Well, no. Well, I'm
Maybe
just
it wasn't anybody's business where we were before.
well.
I'm just saying,
Right.
dude
Well,
ain't all that. You like him, so he's up here. He puts me to sleep the moment he's up here. I'll be like, oh
I've always
God.
had
Oh
cool
my goodness.
conversations with him, but
I'm
I
like
don't.
5 hours of this. Oh no.
Yeah, he been cool with
Oh,
me.
I forgot you do be in the chat going on when he
My
comes.
lord.
Yeah, I do,
I
man. I
forgot.
tell you.
Oh God. I forgot.
I can't
Okay.
stand that dude.
Oh, he's such a
But I enjoy
sweetheart.
popping up every now and then randomly to just talk political stuff with SK. Then I disappear again.
I
Something
appreciate
different.
it. Thank you.
Yeah.
SK
But
like
the
him because
last
he's a
time I
guy.
came, you was renting on
Wait,
Bad
what?
Bunny,
Wait,
and I
what?
enjoyed that Super Bowl halftime show, so I had to dip out.
Oh man.
Oh
Ted Bun-
Lord.
Bad Bunny show
SK
was
had a
so
totally
awesome.
what? Wait, what you say, babe?
Ted Bunny show was so awesome. He gave us
Yeah, I loved it.
culture that
Yes,
people
he
didn't
did.
even realize that
Yes, he
it was
did.
a culture
Mm,
performance. It was
Yes, it was.
awesome.
It
mm,
was.
I loved it so much.
mm.
And with me being black and Puerto Rican, I enjoyed that doggone halftime and the halftime the year before. They not like us.
Oh yeah, yep.
Well, when it first came on, it reminded me of West Side Story.
Oh, you
So, and
remember
I don't,
that
yeah, I do, and I didn't even see the whole thing.
movie?
But
What?
of course, I'm going to do it soon. It's on my agenda to watch it soon, the whole thing. But
Okay.
I remember most of it because I watched all of it, almost all of it. But that's what it reminds me of when it first came on. I saw the West Side Story, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
God, I'm so proud of
Cause
this.
he had it was parts of it was like with the power lines from the with the what's going on in Puerto Rico. He had
Hmm.
some of the scenery like Miami. He had some of it like the bodegos and stores of New York. How the people play the dominoes. He had the sugarcane fields. All of that went in. And then he had what's her name, the white chick, and he was like,
Lady
"This is what
Gaga.
Lady Gaga."
Yeah,
He was like, "This is what you wanted," which was the blonde
You
hair,
know that
blue
was a
eyed
real wedding, Auntie
Caucasian.
Donna.
It was a real
mm-hmm.
wedding. And the
Yep.
little boy that
Yes,
had the little bunny rabbit thing, that got went into ice, he gave him his award.
yeah.
Hmm.
It was a
So
good
the
one.
couple had asked them could they have a
Could he come?
wedding, I think it was backstage or something, and he told them, no, you're going to be on stage having your wedding.
Yeah. Well, they had
Yeah.
asked him to come to their wedding, and
Oh,
he
that's
said,
what it was.
"No, you could
Okay.
you could come and have your wedding during the halftime."
Wasn't that so sweet?
That was beautiful.
And see, I grew
Mhm.
up around a lot of Puerto Ricans and Mexicans, Italians and Jewish, and I grew up in an international environment.
Yeah.
So
And I
I
gotta
was
check. They
very,
say it's a song that he had. It's something like he got one over there about his grandfather. I got to go check it out. Because you know how they do the reviews on the halftime, sort of like how they broke down Kendrick
yeah,
Lamar's, and a lot of people.
yeah.
It was this older black lady I seen over on Instagram, and she was like, "Whoa, y'all didn't tell me how deep this man was." She said she went down the rabbit hole and started listening to some of his old stuff,
Uh-huh.
or, and she found that it's a song that he dedicates to his grandfather, and she was talking about how beautiful it was, and that you know yeah.
Well, I don't know if y'all familiar with this younger guy who's a comedian. His name is Josh Johnson.
Oh, I love him.
I do too. He broke it down for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, um I mean he was so thorough, and I didn't hear anything about the grandfather part though. But he
Yeah, that
broke
song.
it down to each culture, each event. I love Josh Johnson, I really do.
I'm
So
about
did
to
he
get off
break
of
down
here,
each
but
scenery? I'm sorry, go ahead, Bam.
Yeah, he did.
no, I was about to
He
say I'm
broke
about to
down
get
the
off of here, but being hey, you have Puerto Rican, right, Auntie Donna?
Yes.
Listen to his latest album. Well, not the whole thing. The last song on there.
Mm-hmm.
Not the it's the one that says Hawaii in the title. I can't say the whole thing because I don't speak Spanish and I don't want to sound crazy. But
Mm-hmm.
that song is really gonna touch you if you listen to it.
It might be the old lady was talking about.
It's not about his grandfather. It's about basically they're them trying to prevent the type of things that happened in Hawaii as far as wiping away their culture and all
Oh.
that sort of stuff in Puerto
Oh,
Rico.
okay. Okay,
Yeah,
so that is two songs I gotta look up. Okay.
yeah, it's a good one though. But y'all
Then you
have a
can
good
tell us
night.
about it.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh, how
I'm getting
about
ready to
that?
get from up here too, SK.
Have
Yeah,
a good night.
me
You
too. I'm
got
about to
me up.
go to.
I ain't been up this, on a panel. I've been panel hopping, but yeah, I'm getting ready to get from up here, and I gotta make me a night snack.
I
Well,
hear
this
you.
time you had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't feel
You
like I
did.
usually have a nice cup of hot tea, but because I done stopped smoking. I don't smoke or drink no more, so I have to have something that give me pleasure. So I usually make me a little hot cup of tea, but it's too hot up in this apartment today. But y'all have a good night. I enjoyed talking to y'all. And thank you everybody for coming by Avatar Nation, checking out SSK. And yeah, we had to run up here because we know what had came up on this platform. or whatever, whatever. We get the booger wolves try to come through and invade us every now and then, but thank you, ladies, Ronnie Q and Soul Sister. Y'all came running up before I can even get up here to let SK know what that was up on his panel. And like always say, if nobody's told you that they love you, Auntie Donna love you. And in my black wonky
Oh.
voice, toodaloo.
Bye bye.
Toodaloo. Thank you, Auntie Donna. Thank you, Babs, for coming up. Appreciate y'all.
Well, I'm going to say good night to you also, Sir King. It's been a very nice, pleasurable time being with you tonight.
Well, thank you so, sister. I appreciate you stopping on by. It's always a treat.
I really wish you had these conversations a lot more.
Yeah, I'll
Okay?
try to. I definitely, for sure. I'm gonna definitely try to.
Okay, that's good. Kick me off if you know how.
Yeah,
And don't flush me.
I'm
Just
not.
kick
I
me.
won't. I'll kick you off. All right, have a good one.
Okay, bye bye.
All right, bye. All right, that's the one and only Soul Sister. All right, thank you for everybody's coming in. Thank you, Ronnie Q, as well for coming out. Um, Keisha Bishop, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. So yeah, so there's a big void going on. So I would encourage anybody who's a content creator that's trying to come up in the game. You got to seize these opportunities, and go live. But it's a lot going on as we were discussing. So I just hope that this whole situation with Iran and Israel, that we know is going to pull us into the situation. And we did say what happens with the war. I mean, the elections in June. This might be a situation where they would try to prevent us to stop voting. So that's a very interesting point. So just stay alert. I told you about my thoughts about the economy. Right, Mickey Baby. Mickey Baby says economy collapse on reset. Yeah, we saw that last week. If you were paying attention to the earnings report, the video blew it out the water. Excuse me. But it's still selling off. So, at times like these, precious metals, gold, silver, copper, and stuff like that usually rise in times like these. So, if you're looking for a safe haven, I'm not a financial advisor, but you might want to look there. You never know what's going to happen overnight. So make sure, I always tell y'all, make sure you have some water, make sure you have some rice, make sure you have some non-perishables on hand. You know what I mean? Because now they talking about nuclear. So it's just crazy. It's just sad. So every day's a gift. We started a conversation with Ness, how she was trying to tell me things weren't. I wasn't writing my own lyrics with AI and stuff like that. So I proved her wrong because she was over there struggling. Then we moved over to some person that came over here. Then we started talking about circumvention. Listen, that whole situation, Lemon might as well wrap it up. When you got people coming after you and they're waiting and reporting and stuff like that. I mean, I talked to Smooth Carter when she was on YTC's, and I asked her this because I wanted to know, was she really in tune with talking to someone at YouTube? So, or was they just doing, because there's two ways you can get, there's many ways you can get YouTube's attention, but I want to know, are they just submitting links, or do they have someone that they actually talking to either via chat line or something like that? So, but when you have that many people, and Jay Dunn says she's diligent and she got time and she's focused, then Lemon, you might as well wrap it up. I mean, you might as well just chill, but they're always going to alert YouTube, and you got the advent of AI and stuff like that. So that's when you put in, people who are able to make income just by talking, especially on a social media application. You need to take that. You need to take that as, don't take that for granted, because it could be gone in a jiffy. It ain't nothing like you gonna sit up here on YouTube for 30 years and make money off of them. Something's gonna trip you up along the way. You said bringing back the late night for the pregnant insomniac. No, y'all don't even know. I'm not even supposed to be up this late, child. I'm going to pay for this in the morning. I wish I could, but those were the pandemic days, and everybody was inside. You welcome, social. So thank you for hitting the link. And the last thing we were talking about, was the situation that's going on with the war. So it's a huge shift going on right now. It's kind of crazy because I think they have a set agenda, and they may feel that they got 2 more years to really get this shit in place for whatever they want to do and start with a new world order. So I don't know, but they move it quickly, and they in a lot of they move in the forefront. But with that being said, I'm about to be up out of here. If you want to, please feel free to send a gesture to $ Circle Crown. I want to thank Cheryl Burnett. Thank you for your gesture as well. There was somebody else I wanted to acknowledge too, because I don't take it for granted that y'all sharing tangible income with me. Because child, something happened today and I was pissed off. I tried to sign up for some online class and they wind up taking that's why I be so hesitant with these online transactions because anyway, yeah, they were anyway, I'll say that story for another day. But I do want to thank I think she was in the live earlier. But I also want to thank Miss Marshall for your gesture as well. Also, Love Blake, thank you for your generosity as well. And also, Charlotte Spoiler Burnett. So, thank you too. So, I appreciate you. You said you had a blast. Thank you. All right, well, we're going to end. Well, good night to you too, Detach. We're going to end on Ness song. One of these songs that I made about Ness. So, you want to know why I made a song about Ness? Because she was trying to defame my name and lie and say that I was using AI to make lyrics. I make my own lyrics, okay? I don't lie about not. I use AI to create the beats that you hear, but in terms of the lyrics, that's my own because AI don't know how to create lyrics, okay? All right, here we go. Let me see which one I want. Let's see.
Talking all that crap by.
Let's see. We'll do the Ness whistle song. Here we go.
Yeah. Talking all that crap, I am about to have you fall all the way back. You know I don't play that, especially when your life is all capped. Don't lie on me, especially when you are the walking. Talking epitome of what not to be. Let's get it. Fat, funky and chunky. Fat, funky and chunky. Fat, funky and chunky. Yeah. I guess your name is Ness, because you're one letter away from being a complete mess. You sit and lie saying my lyrics are AI, and you didn't think I would reply. Did you forget you slept in a hammock with holes in your socks in the Miami heat while iguanas and ants nipped at your feet? You were stealing subs at Publix, being a nuisance to the public, even brought a friend to join in, and both of y'all almost got sent to the pen. Fat, funky and chunky. Yeah, fat, funky and chunky. Funky and chunky. Funky and chunky. Yeah, hey. Did you forget you were once a fan that bought my merch that you wore to church? I never mentioned your son, not even your mom, but obviously you think you can disrespect the wrong one. So let's begin to have some fun. Did you forget you were so in heat that you licked on Bangladesh meat? Your legs are big like lumberjacks. Yes, you are getting fat. The GLP-1 tell you in your big back to get the fuck back. You went to pray salute, yeah. Only to come out looking like they fool, yeah. They had you being a modern day slave as you sat in a cave, putting labels on jars without getting paid. Got no degree but quit to get in your fees because Molly and Johnny got their degrees from an Ivy League. And climbing at a pace that you feel has something to do with their race. But little do you know it have everything to do with your ugly face. Ay, fat, funky and chunky. Ay, fat, ay, funky and chunky. Funky and chunky. Full of jealousy and insecurity, you can't bear to stare at yourself in the mirror, because it is a reminder of horror that brings you trauma as to why you can't be a mama. Let me leave it right there before I have to repent, cause I am about to be like Catherine Powell in Practice Land. But try me again and I will do you worse than T.I. did 50 Cent. Fat, funky and chunky. Fat, funky and chunky. Fat, funky and chunky.
Be careful how you treat people, especially people who support you.
Cause one day it's only gonna be you looking back. Fat, funky and shanty. Fat, funky and shanty. Funky and shanty. Funky and shanty.
All right, let me see what y'all said in the chat. We'll play one more version since y'all feeling that. Um, y'all can subscribe to my music channel, my Avatar Nation Music. That song hasn't been uploaded there, but that's a B sector song, so that song is definitely gonna be over there. So I'm gonna try to do that tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. So we're gonna release that song over there. Cause let me tell you something. That's how Brianna got a song. I would have left Brianna alone. She could have been over there in school on Jenny Craig on the treadmill, whatever she want to be with her baby daddy, the lawnmower man. I would have left her alone. But she had the nerve to try to get disrespectful from me in her chat, and I really wasn't even saying nothing to her. And I said, okay, I'll show you. That's how she got a song made on her called Big Head Brianna. Now, Ness over there ain't really bothering her. I said something in my video about me doing my AI songs. Listen to her live, and she was telling people I was defrauding them, I was lying, and I was doing all of this. I guess she was blown away that I guess she thought she was the only one in the sector that could put words together and make them rhyme. I was like, what the hell? So she was real disrespectful. So therefore, I said, and she lied on me. She slandered my name, defamed my name, and all that. All right, and I felt like it was out of malice and jealousy. So therefore, I said, "Okay, I'll show you." And I wrote the whole song on her ass. Oh, I spent it took. I started at what 12 o'clock and ended that bad boy at 5 o'clock because I had to sit up there trying to find a hook that was gonna be catchy. Because I that was the hardest part of writing that song was the motherfucking hook. I had the facts of her life. That wasn't the issue. The song it was just the hitting. It was just making the beat and getting the hook. And I got the hook. Okay, so there she is. Um, Let me see what else y'all said in the chat. My bad. She gonna steal my flow? Never. She can't. She wish. Okay, please. Steal my flow. Okay. She out there stealing. Listen, there's a line in there where she was stealing a sub from Publix, and she stole so much she invited her friend. But when she invited her friend, her friend got caught, and they almost went to the pen. That's a real life story that she told. Go look at my last live. She was in my last live, and she bust out laughing because she forgot she told that story. She talked too damn much. For real. Okay, we got a whole line talking about she was in heat that she was licking on Bangladeshi meat. Okay, all right. How AI gonna put that together? They don't know nothing about no Bangladeshi meat and somebody being in heat. You know what I'm saying? So get out of here talking about going insult my songwriting skills. I'm not saying I'm the best, but don't play on my top talking about you gonna put a sentence in AI and it puts it together. Are you crazy? Get out of here. Okay, I will remind you of your past. So bad. Um, Bigger Baby says, SK, you ate on this one. I'm gonna let you cook. Well, thank you for letting me cook. I appreciate it. Cause we know that's something that Ness don't do. Mickey Baby says that song is fire. Can't lie. Well, I'm glad y'all like the music. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. If you got friends and family, make sure they go to iTunes or Amazon Music or Spotify. I'm over there. Tell them to hit them up and tell them to buy some songs over there. Mike Drumlin is my name over there. Mike Drumlin. So make sure you go tell them to buy some songs. We got a whole plethora. We got a whole catalog over there. So make sure you tell them to buy some songs, okay, in all different genres. Oh, she was hating. She did Mickey Baby. Then she did another live trying to go and do the same thing I did and made a complete fool of herself. Talking about she trying to type all this stuff in there. The app is gonna tell her, well, you can't. You got too many characters. Then she sitting up there, go have the app create the song, and the song was straight garbage. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was like play the Brianna song. I don't know if I can play the Brianna song because the StreamYard has changed the file type that I can upload. Let me see if I can do it. Hold on. Hold on. 1 second. I don't know because it's changed the file type, and that file type I might not have right now. Let me see. Sorry, I'm sniffing. Oh, I know. Hold on. 1 second, y'all. because I have to go through it. I have to do it a different way than what y'all see. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see if I could do it. And I guess she was mad because of my big head Brianna song because she got a song over there called Brianna something. I'm like, what is that? She was like, ugh. I'm like, for someone that said they are, I don't knock nobody writing skills because we all different. But I'm like, and then she talking about, oh, she said Mariah Carey taught her how to use the dictionary because she was in the dictionary because Mariah Carey have a big vocabulary. I was like, Mariah Carey. I was like, you okay? That's not the one. Hold on, y'all. No, that's not that one. Hold on. It's this one. Hold on, y'all. I gotta do something real quick. Oops, all right. Boy, I'll tell you, this technology is something else, boy. Then with technologies, you gotta know how to move with that bad boy. Hold on. All right. I'm gonna try to upload Big Head Brianna. We'll see. 1 second, y'all. And then I gotta hurry up and take my ass to bed. Mm-mm-mm. All right, it's uploading now, y'all. All right, here go Big Head Brianna, y'all. Here we go Big Head Brianna.
Big head Brianna. Big head Brianna. Big head Brianna. Ay, 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 ay. You have so much to say, but yeah, you date a man with 8 babies. I treated you right, I made sure you got hugged tight. But instead of accepting me, you decided to hang with some wannabes. When you dream, I know you dream of me and what we can be. Forget that lawnmower man. Cause to be honest, I know he is my #1 fan. And while you talk about slapping G's off my name, just know I be stacking G's like you do calories. You striving to go to school and good for you, but the true test is who you rocking with. Really the best, or just pulling you into a bunch of mess. Big head Brianna, big head Brianna, big head Brianna, nah. Big head Brianna, big head Brianna, nah. Big head Brianna, big head Brianna. You have so much to say, but yeah, you date a man with 8 babies. I treated you right, I made sure you got hugged tight. But instead of accepting me, you decided to hang with some wannabes. When you dream, I know you dream of me and what we can be. Forget that lawnmower man. Cause to be honest, I know he is my #1 fan. And while you talk about slapping G's off my name, just know I be stacking G's like you do calories. You striving to go to school and good for you, but the true test is who you rocking with. Really the best, or just pulling you into a bunch of mess. Big head Brianna, big head Brianna, big head Brianna, nah. Big head Brianna, big head Brianna, nah. Big head Brianna, big head Brianna. You have so much to say, but yeah, you date a man with 8 babies. I treated you right, I made sure you got hugged tight. But instead of accepting me, you decided to hang with some wannabes. When you dream, I know you dream of me and what we can be. Forget that lawnmower man. Cause to be honest, I know he is my #1 fan. And while you talk about slapping G's off my name, just know I be stacking G's like you do calories. Yeah. Calories. Big head Brianna. Big head Brianna. Calories. Big head Brianna. Big head Brianna. Big calories. Big head Brianna. Big head Brianna. Big calories. Big head Brianna. Big head Brianna. Big head Brianna. Big head Brianna. Big head Brianna.
So, all y'all stop lying says the history is not being written. We are here for the first person that did this really like this in the beef sector. Let me tell you something. That's the thing. AI is gonna. I mean, it's still gonna be people. AI is not gonna completely take over. Those who are able to use it better than the next are the ones that's gonna stand out. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you, my next thing, I'm trying to see if I can take it to the point where we start making videos and shit. You know what I mean? But these companies are so scared of there being an overflow of content, that they can't pay everybody. So it's interesting. Um, there was another comment I wanted to read real quick. Let me see. see. Did I miss it? I may have missed it. I like this song. No diss to Brianna. I like Brie. She got her okay qualities. Yeah, like you do, Calorie Child. I was mad. I was mad. All right, here go the other version of Ness, Funky and Chunky. All right, let's see. This one here. Here we go.
Talking all that crap I am about to have you fall all the way back. You know I don't play that, especially when your life is all cap. Don't lie on me, especially when you are the walking, talking the epitome of what not to be. Let's get it.
Funky and chunky, fat, funky and chunky, fat, funky and chunky, fat, funky and chunky.
I guess your name is Ness, because you one letter away from being a complete mess. You sit and lie saying my lyrics are AI, and you didn't think I would reply. Did you forget you slept in a hammock with holes in your socks in the Miami Heat while iguanas and ants snipped at your feet? You were stealing subs at Publix, being nuisance to the public, even brought a friend to join in. And both of y'all almost got sent to the pen.
Fat, funky and chunky, fat, funky and chunky, fat, funky and chunky, fat, funky and chunky.
Did you forget you were once a fan that bought my merch that you wore to church? I never mentioned your son, not even your mom, but obviously you think you can disrespect the wrong one, so let's begin to have some fun. Did you forget you were so in heat that you licked on Bangladesh in your meat? Your legs are big like lumberjacks, yes, you getting fat.
Did GLP-1 tell you and your big back to get the fuck back?
You went to praise hallelujah, only to come out looking like they fool ya. They had you being a modern day slave as you sat in the cave putting labels on jars without getting paid. Got no degree but quick to get in your fees because Molly and Johnny got their degrees from an Ivy League and climbing at a place that you feel has something to do with their race, but little you know it has everything to do with your ugly face.
Fat, funky and chunky, fat, funky and chunky.
Full of jealousy and insecurity, you can't bear to stare at yourself in the mirror, cause it is a reminder of horror that brings you trauma as to why you can't be a mama. Let me leave it right there before I have to repent, because I'm about to be like Catherine Powell and practice Lent. But try me again and I will do you like T.I. did 50 Cent. Be careful how you treat people, especially people who support you, cause one day it's only gonna be you looking back, looking back, looking back.
Fat, funky and chunky, fat, funky and chunky, fat, funky and chunky, fat, funky and chunky.
All right, so there you go. Fat, Funky, and Chunky. Fat, Funky, and Chunky. And you know the sad thing about that is I didn't want to really make that song, but when she was talking all that trash, I was like, okay. All right, I said, I'm going to take it to your ass. You want to talk all that trash? Okay. All right, I think this is my Cash App song. Okay, I think this is my Cash App song here. Let's see what song this is, because I got different versions of this. Let's see what song this is. Let's see. Okay, this is a Cash App song. I got some plans for this, but I'll share this with y'all. Here we go. Yeah, Captain because they came in here the other day trolling the hell out of Captain Powell. They were talking about, ain't you supposed to be on Lent? Ain't you supposed to be on Lent? Captain Powell, ain't you supposed to be on Lent? Ain't you supposed to be on? I said, okay, well, you know what? Let me just put it in a song since she out here, trying to praise God and praise the YouTube streets at the same damn time. All right, here we go. Cash App song. Here we go.
Cash App. Cash App. You can get to that cash if you got it at. When the money hits your account, you start to clap, 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 clap. You can go from broke to no longer a joke when that cash shows you got a stash. Now you can go get you something to eat, Uber yourself to go meet, or get you a hotel for some sleep. That cash app will have you break out and dance, because it will even loan you a band. You can appear like you are the man, because Cash App in your hand. And you can appear like you are that girl, because cash I can have you traveling the world. Makes you clap. Make sure you get that app if you wanna clap, clap, clap. You can give money day or night. You can even send to a friend who ain't gonna pretend. When the money hits your account, you start to clap. You can go from broke to no longer a joke. When that cash show you got a stash, you can look like the man. Cash App puts that land in your hand. You can be that girl and now travel the world. So get that app if you want. Clap, 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 clap. Cash App makes you clap, 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 clap. Cash App makes you clap, 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 clap. Cash App makes you clap, 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 clap.
Okay, and then I think the test that she wanted to see Wagobi. Yeah, we got a Wagobi song, y'all. We got a Wagobi song. Here we go.
Yeah. 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 There is the portion that the people all in a commotion. It is called Wiggly and got people being acting real phony. It was supposed to get rid of diabetes, but now it got people lying about who they be. It's got people dropping pounds like they've been boxing for rounds, but it's that Wiggly that got them acting phony. Wiggle, we got them phony. Wiggle, we got them phony. Wiggle, we got them phony. You used to be 500 pounds, but now that Wiggle, we got you looking as if you were never around. You were tracking them. Him and him. But wait, they see that skin. Wiggle, we got you acting funny, because just a few months ago you were big and lonely. In a fact, you were stuffing your face with Big Macs. Yeah, we got them acting funny. We got them funny. Yeah. Even though you now looked in, we will see if Wiggle, we will free you from being phony. Because homie, you gotta hit that gym if you going to continue to win. Gonna win. Cause from what I hear, if you don't, that big bag will it turn right back. That big bag will return back. Right back. Like go be up in the morning. Like go be up in the morning. Right back. Like go be up in the morning. Go be gonna make a morning. In the end, we hope you win. Like a we. Like a we. Like a we.
All right, and we got one more, and then this one is called Fraud, the remix. I think somebody wanted the Fraud, so we're going to play Fraud, the remix. Here we go.
You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You think you the best, better than the rest. You walk with your nose to the sky because you think you so fly. You say you bougie this and bougie that when you really just whack. You think that designer brands make you seem like you have bands when you really eating spam. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Material possessions are truly your obsession. Objects determine your worth. Instead of seeing you can't take them from this earth out. When will you look within and see no true happiness is within? It is not the possessions that determine your worth. Instead it is the spirit and being one with the earth. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Time is ticking, so you better get to picking priorities. That will keep you kicking. You a fake and a fraud. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
All right, so all y'all lines stops there. So can you give a playlist 24-hour stream? All these songs are fire. I'll look into it. I'll look into that. I'll look into that. All right, I'm gonna play this one song. Are you two stepping at work? Okay, well don't slip. All right, we're gonna play this other remix so that we got Ness. Let me see if this is it. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna play that real quick. Hold on.
Talking all that crap, I'm about to have you fall all the way back. Hey, you know I don't play that, especially when your life is all capped. Don't lie on me, especially when you are the walking, talking epitome of what not to be. Let's get it. Fat, funky, and chunky. Fat, funky, and chunky. Fat, funky, and chunky. Funky and chunky. Okay, I guess your name is Ness because you won't let it away from being a complete mess. You sit and lie saying my lyrics are AI and you didn't think I would reply. But you forget you slept in a hammock with holes in your socks full of Miami Heat while it grinders and ants nipped at your feet. Yeah, you were still a sub at Publix, being a nuisance to the public. Even brought a friend to join in and both of y'all almost got sent to the pen. Fat, funky, and chunky. Fat, funky, and chunky. Funky, and chunky. And chunky. Did you forget you were once a fan that bought my merch that you wore to church? I never mentioned your son, not even your mom, but obviously you think you can demonstrate the wrong one. So let's begin to have some fun. Did you forget you were sewing heat that you licked on Bangladeshi and me? You leave it big like lumberjacks. Yes, you are getting fat. Your GLP-1 tell you and your big back to get the fuck back. You went to praise, hallelujah, only to come out looking like they fooled ya. They had you being a modern day slave that you sat in a cave, putting labels on jars without getting paid. Got no degree, but quick to getting your fees. Because Molly and Johnny got their degrees from an Ivy League, and climbing at a pace that you feel has something to do with their race. But little do you know it has everything to do with your ugly face. Funky and chunky. Full of jealousy and insecurity, you can't bear to stare at yourself in the mirror because it is a reminder of horror and it brings you trauma as to why you can't be a mama. Let me leave it right there before I have to repent because I am about to be like Catherine Powell and practice land. But try me again and I will do you worse than T.I. did 50 Cent. Funky and chunky. Care for all you dream people, especially people who support you, because one day it's only going to be you looking back. Funky and chunky.
All right, y'all. I got one more. We're gonna end on this one. This is an oldie and goodie. I mean, wow, we've been along that long that we can say an oldie but goodie. But here we go, y'all.
The dirty little passer has a mess greater than the rest. He scours the net, trying to see who he can upset. He be so crass and really comes across as an ass. He says he has 7 degrees, but we sitting around scratching our head where they be.
He be driving all day and be driving all night. We wonder if he is a lady of the night. Sometimes he can be so damn mean that his own dog slapped him because he was being a queen.
He says the boys be calling him daddy, but the way things are looking, he is just an old fatty.
He be scamming, he be scheming, but we wonder when will he stop acting like a heathen. He be scamming, he be scheming, but we wonder when will he stop acting like a heathen.
He be scamming, he be scheming, but we wonder when will he stop acting like a heathen. Sometimes he can be so damn mean that his own dog slapped him because he was being a queen. Sometimes he can be so damn mean that his own dog slapped him because he was being a queen.
He says the boys be calling him daddy, but the way things are looking, he is just an old fatty. He says the boys be calling him daddy, but the way things are looking, he is just an old fatty.
He said the boys be
Calling him daddy,
but the way things are looking, he is just an old fatty.
boys be calling him daddy.
But the way things are looking, he is just an old fatty.
He say he is of the spirit because he flies on spirit. He lives in mess because his spirit gets no rest.
He drive all day, all night.
We think he might be a lady of the night.
He be scamming, he be scheming, but we wonder when will he stop acting like a heathen. He says the boys be calling him daddy, but the way things are looking, he is just an old fatty.
He be scamming, he be scheming, but we wonder when will he stop acting like a heathen.
All right, y'all. I think that's it. I think that's an oldie but goodie. That's like one of the first hits coming out of here. About the dirty little pastor, child. The dirty little pastor. All right, y'all. This is the last one. I'm gonna end on fame. Because that's what everybody chasing around here is fame. Even our president. Or your president, whatever you want to call it. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Take care, y'all.
Fame has him going insane. Fame has him going insane, insane. There is this man who is chasing fame, but the fame has him going insane. He hits the bottle to make himself think he is a rebel. The bottle has him thinking he can revel and meddle with devils. His life is full of strife because he lives for drama that causes pain and creates disdain. Fame has him going insane. Fame has him going insane, insane. He has a dream of being a star. Little does he know he can't handle the burdens of what he sees from afar. The poison in his bottle will keep him from being chosen. There's poison eggs and spew obscenities that offend many. He has no sense of loyalty, even to those who are royalty. He lies and lies to the point we wonder why. He scratches his mama up trying to chase clouds. She yells and screams because she knows his quest for fame is only making him a lame while driving her insane. They has it going insane. They has it going insane.
I'll tell you something about that song. That's one of my favorite songs. If you listen to that song in the car, your car got some good bass. Oh my God, that is such a great feeling when you are able to listen to that song in the car. I've listened to headphones, phone, earphones, all that. The best is in the car. All your line stop says, I thought this was Bruno Mars the first time I heard it. I appreciate the compliment. Yeah, that song. And yeah, you can buy it. It's on sale at the Apple iStore, iTunes Store. It's called Fame, but it's the one with the gold. I'm sorry, it's the one with the silver saxophone. I got two versions of Fame. One, that's the one with the silver saxophone. Obviously, iTunes allows you to preview it, before you purchase it. So make sure you purchase the right one. This last one, I swear we're gonna get out of here. This last one. This one is Mama Not Mad. Was it Mama Not Hurt? Mama Not Mad. Here we go.
Mama not mad. Mama just hurt. Mama not mad. Mama just hurt. It has been a heck of a week. big brief page got taken like someone stole a bacon. She kept saying, Mama not mad, Mama just hurt. Mama not mad, Mama just hurt. She got caught professing her love for this man with green locks, who talked bad about her boxing and told her to kick rocks. We had this dragon who had a lip sync competition, but it seems like her internet went missing. They say she played with the pot and took a few hundred off the top. Then we had a lemon whose mama came through yelling for him to clean up his room and kitchen before she makes him go missing. The same lemon turned on his friend and made her seem as if she is a victim over and over again. It's been a heck of a week in these internet streets. You better not go to sleep or you will miss a beat. Mama just hurt. Yeah, mama just hurt. There were these call-ins where the callers were kicking everybody's back in. They were talking about everybody, anybody that they needed to offend. Some of their remarks even left you with a grin. Word on the curb is that Ness got fired from a job because someone called her manager Bob. She denied the claim and said she getting another job where the pay is insane and less of a pain. Mama not mad, Mama just hurt. Mama not mad, Mama just hurt. Mama not hurt. It's been a heck of a week in the internet streets. You better not go to sleep or you will miss a beat. That is it for now, so better get some sleep. Mama not mad, Mama just hurt. 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 Hip hop.
All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Excuse me. All right. Y'all have a great one. It was great. Thank y'all for being here for part 2 of the live. I will talk to y'all soon. Make sure y'all thumbs up the live as y'all exit the broadcast. If you want to check out my music, feel free to check out my drumline on YouTube, iTunes, and Apple Music. Excuse me, Amazon Music, and also Spotify. Other than that, I would just say, be grateful for each day. Treat those with respect, especially those who are respecting you. And everything is a gift. All right. And with that being said, thank you. Thank you to Taz. Thank you, Auntie Donna. Thank you, Ronnie Q. Thank you, Soul Sister. Thank you, Babs, for coming up and hit the link. Appreciate you. Thank you also to Castro Cannon and for Rico Reports who hit the live earlier. I will see y'all soon. Remember to be the change you want to see in the world. And just have a great day. All right. Y'all have a good one. Take care, y'all. Ciao. Here we go.
Talking all that crap, I'm about to have you fall all the way back. You know I don't play that, especially when your life is all capped. Don't lie on me, especially when you are the walking, talking epitome of what not to be. Let's get it. Fat, funky, and chunky. Fat, funky, and chunky. Fat, funky, and chunky. Funky and chunky. Okay, I guess your name is Ness because you won't let it away from being a complete mess. You sit and lie saying my lyrics are AI and you didn't think I would reply. But you forget you slept in a hammock with holes in your socks full of Miami heat while it grinders and ants nipped at your feet. Yeah, you were still in self in Publix, being a nuisance to the public. Even brought a friend to join in and both of y'all almost got sent to the pen. Fat, funky, and chunky. Fat, funky, and chunky. Funky and chunky. and chunky. Did you forget you were once a fan that bought my merch that you wore to church? I never mentioned your son, not even your mom, but obviously you think you can demonstrate the wrong one. So let's begin to have some fun. Did you forget you were sowing heat that you licked on Bangladeshi and me? You leave it big like lumberjacks. Yes, you are getting fat. Your GLP-1 tell you and your big back to get the fuck back. You went to praise, hallelujah, only to come out looking like they food, yeah. They had you being a modern day slave as you sat in a cave, putting labels on jars without getting paid. Got no degree, but quick to getting your fees. Because Molly and Johnny got their degrees from an Ivy League, and climbing at a pace that you feel has something to do with that race. But little do you know it has everything to do with your ugly face.
Funky and chunky.
Full of jealousy and insecurity, you can't bear to stare at yourself in the mirror because it is a reminder of horror and it brings you trauma as to why you can't be a mama. Let me leave it right there before I have to repent because I am about to be like Catherine Powell and practice land. But try me again and I will do you worse than T.I. 50 Cent.
Funky and chunky.
Care for all you dream people, especially people who support you, because one day it's only going to be you looking back.
Funky and chunky.
All right, y'all. Take care. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.